Yo, what's good, chat? What's good, everybody, man? What's good, everybody? How's everybody feeling, brother? I'm talking my back. Alright. What's good, everybody? Yo, today is a great November 11th, 7:54 p.m. for me, you feel me? Good time of day, yeah, wherever you watch from. Everybody type W, let's get things started. Can we do some family feud for once? Maybe. If we have time. Everybody type W. Alright, let's get you started. What's good, Oven? What's good, Mr. Dorn? What's good, Puffy? What's good, Brick? What's good, Ammon Arts? What's good, Gab? What's good, Evaded Tax? What's good, Awesome? What's good, Booger? What's good, Walmart Bag? What's good, Henry? What's good, Omar? What's good, Technic? What's good, Loki? What's good, Real Faded? What's good, Albania? What's good, Senor? What's good, Pixel? What's good, Mr. Duffelbag? What's good, Pat? What's good? I'm a funny target. What's good? L2. What's good, Mario? What's good, UMG? What's good, Spike? What's good, Big Thirst? What's good? Tom and Jimmy Ryder. What's good, Cheesy? What's good, Golden? What's good, Faded? What's good, Tokyo? And what's good, Golden? Alright, if you didn't see, I see the rest of the stream. Y'all, how's everybody feeling, bro? Let's get shit started, y'all. Let's see what's going on. Did I miss anything? Actually, no, I've been live every day for the past month. Happy Veterans Day and happy late birthday to U.S. Marines. Oh, yeah, it is Veterans Day. Salute to all the vets, you know what I'm saying? Are any of y'all vets? Hey, guess what? We're going to be vets after World War III. Y'all, we all getting drafted, right? And then as soon as I say that, bro, a nigga going to be talking about let's Kirkify Tommy. Bro, if I look into Reddit, bro, and I see fucking Charlie Kirk's face edited on mine, bro, we're gonna have a problem, gang. Alright? My grandpa was a veteran. Hey, shout out to your grandpa. Tell him personally, Tommy and FG said, thank you for your... Okay, wait, that looked crazy. Does this look crazy? I was doing a handshake. I was doing a handshake. I don't know if this looks like kind of crazy to do towards the camera, but...
Today is a bad day, Tommy. Today, my cousin died today from testicular torsion. He was a big fan of your videos and would tell me that he would go into them, whatever that means. His name was Jesse Butler.
I have a feeling that didn't happen. But you know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and give a moment of silence for your cousin. Alright. And then we got the... What is this TTS?
Tom, it's the 11th day of the 11th month. It's 1-1 day. No other important day. No, sorry.
Yo, it is my day. 1-1. 1-1. Oh, fuck. I'm supposed to be giving, oh, shoot. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to, you know what I'm saying? Your cousin that passed of testicular torsion. That's very tragic, right? That's very tragic. And, yeah. Okay, moving on. Tommy Yes King passed away, bro. For real? Damn, bro. Let's give a moment of silence, y'all. Oh shoot, hold up, wrong music. Everybody got to give a moment of silence. You feel me? Yo, shout out Yes King. You know what I'm saying? Rest in paradise. Go. Alright, there we go.
Who made that mess? Crying face emoji.
What do you mean who made that mess? What does that even mean? Bro, what is going on in my chat, bro? I'm not gonna lie. We didn't even start looking at the fucking news. Like, holy shit. Holy fucking shit, dog. Alright, man. Let's see what's going on. First story, Ronaldo just confirmed that the 2026 World Cup will be his last World Cup. Damn, y'all, I guess it's come to the end of an era. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, who's going to be the next soccer ghost? Like, you got Ronaldo and Messi, right? Who's next up there? Low-key, there's nobody, bro. Yo, sports about to be boring as fuck for the next generation. Bro, we have Ronaldo and Messi. We have prime LeBron and prime Kobe. And then who else, bro? Prime Tom Brady. Like, low-key, bro, we had everything. These niggas gonna have nothing, bro. Shit gonna be ass. I'm not even gonna be watching it. Ronaldo Jr. See, I don't even know much about soccer, but all I know is, like, Caleb and Saul and all them know, and they say, like, he's not good. Like he's not gonna match up. Most of the time, the kids of these players do not fucking match up to their skill set. Obviously, right? LeBron Jr. Bronny. Oh yeah, Bronny's gonna be the next LeBron for us. He'll carry the torch. But I feel like no matter what, there's always like, just because of the advancements, how we advance as society, there's always gonna be a player better. Like I'm letting y'all know right now, in the future, there's gonna be a player that's better than LeBron. All right, who knows? They could have been born in our generation. They could have been born in, I don't know, 2020. They could be a fucking kid now or some shit. Cause hey, y'all know what they said, bro. Y'all know what all the unk said about MJ. What? LeBron ain't got nothing on Jordan. He's never gonna pass him. And then eventually LeBron passed him, and now they just cope. Bro. That's gonna be y'all with LeBron for real. All right, there will be a player better than LeBron, and that's okay, y'all. But I will say there will be nobody as a player as glorious as a king as LeBron. We can all say that, right? Like, to live up to the image of LeBron, think of it. Family man, you know what I'm saying? Like third or fourth black billionaire. Very good, wholesome person. Open a free school. You feel me? Like, yeah, man. Big meat. Fat ass dick. Yeah, bro. Like, there's no player that's gonna match up to that.
What soccer team are you supporting in World Cup 2026?
What soccer team? Ethiopia, bro. Ethiopia's gonna make it, right, guys? Wait, how good is Ethiopia? I don't know, bro. All I know is I'm definitely going to a game. All right. Why y'all saying fuck no, bro? Why are you putting the speed while you try not to laugh gif? Like, come on. Ice gonna be posted up. Yo, imagine Ice fucking, like, I deadass can't believe that, like, that may happen. I feel like that's just words. Like, there's no way. Brazil every World Cup? Alright. Let's see, man. Michael Jackson becomes the first artist in history to chart inside the top 10 of the Billboard Hot 100 in 6 distinct decades. That's why he's the fucking GOAT, nigga. Ain't nobody passed, bro. Been dead for almost 2 decades. Nobody has yet to pass or lived up to the achievements. Come on now. Yo, I dead ass, y'all. I cannot wait until that MJ movie comes out. I'm about to be going crazy, bro. I'm about to be going crazy. Will be more generational if he hits a century? Oh yeah, definitely. 100% it's going to be happening. No doubt. Taylor Swift or MJ? You know what I choose? You know what I choose? Hold up. You know what I choose? Shotgun to the back of your temple. In GTA Twitch, that was a joke. Alright, I wouldn't actually do that. MJ all the time? What is this?
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT!
Bruh. Oh my god, man. Okay, let's see. What else is there? Y'all, am I the GOAT in anything? Y'all think in, like, you know, when I'm gone, like, people gonna be erecting statues of me and shit? There's gotta be something. Alright? There's gotta be something. The GOAT of content creation? I wouldn't even label myself that. GOAT of sexiness? That's what I like to hear. Yeah, that's more believable, I feel like. That's more believable. Yo, okay, deadass, the hair is actually growing out good, right? Yo, is it time to bring back the fro? That's y'all, bro. Don't even say it. Don't even say it, bro. Yo, the hair is actually growing out great, though. It's not coming back, y'all. I'm keeping it a short distance. You know what I'm saying? My hair grows fast as fuck, though. Genuinely, like, my shit was so short a month ago. It was so fucking short. High top. Not gonna get it. I actually have to get it fade. I haven't got a cut ever since I got that cut. But I'm gonna get a temp fade probably tomorrow or the day after. Like, my shit's cooked, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let's see. What else is there? What else is going on? 17-year-old girl breaks her brother's record to become California's youngest lawyer. Hey, yo, some mom or dad out there is looking at this and showing this to their kid like, see, why couldn't this be you? Why couldn't this be you? All you do is sit down, do nothing, goon all day. You know what I'm saying? You achieve nothing. You are nothing. Yeah, I know Asian parents probably going crazy with this shit, bro, to their kids. As if you didn't already have enough stress. This is the people my mom compares me to, bro. I used to hate that shit, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro, I had the same shit with my mom, bro. She used to be like, man, look at this, bro. It was even worse, bro, considering my cousin was smart as fuck, so she got like a full scholarship to like a very high college. And she was like, see, this is gonna be you, son. Little did she know I'd be a community college dropout. Yeah, bro. Y'all think I disappointed my mom? Be so real, bro. Y'all think my mom hates me because of that? Y'all think she's like, damn, bro. My dumbass son, bro. Of course you did. But you a billionaire, though? Shit, I wish. Actually, I would never be a billionaire. Because I give at least $100 million. Every time I hit $1 billion, I give $100 million. To my own charity. Yes, because both you and your bro failed her. That's the worst part too, bro. The fact that my brother, bro, everything was relying on me, y'all. Like, that's low-key unfair, huh? Everything was fucking relying on me, bro, because my brother was cooked. He didn't even go to college. All right, let's see. Breaking Bad creator Vince Gilligan's new show, Pluribus, opens to 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. 100% is fucking insane, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That is... hold on. This actually might be comp. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't watch it. Is it out? I'm gonna watch it, bro. 100% is actually crazy. Like, 22 reviewers said yes. God damn. He's always cooking. Yo, this might be better than Breaking Bad. Does Breaking Bad even have 100%? Breaking Bad. Let's see. It has a 96. But I mean, to be fair, it could just be them kind of hyped up of like the new show. Like the Breaking Bad creator created a new show, like this shit, and it's probably still pretty good. Anyways, but nothing would be better than Breaking Bad. Y'all, what's like some shows that is better than Breaking Bad? To me, damn. I have to think of all the shows. Don't count anime. Don't count anime. We got to talk about like pure TV shows. All right, Avatar. Avatar's not better than Breaking Bad. Fuck no. Fuck no. High School DxD. I literally said don't count. First, I said don't count anime. And second, no. Alright. Family Guy. Yeah, y'all are cooked. Tommy and FG. Okay, I'll take that. The Patrick Starfish Show. What is something that comes close to it to me? I don't know. Better Call Saul. Well, I say that's like the same universe, so I would say that's basically like counting Breaking Bad too. Kitchen. Yeah, y'all are just. I literally said don't name it. Y'all are naming animes. All right. I'll probably say I fuck with Prison School. It's up there. I fuck with Prison School. Yeah, I don't know though. Okay, let's see. Alright, senators reach deal to end the U.S. government shutdown. Good, nigga, open this shit up. Bro, what the fuck do we pay taxes for if y'all not gonna open up the government? How can y'all not figure out shit? Dead ass. Now, the fact that the government's been closed for 40 days is insane. Like, y'all really gotta think of it. Yo, our government's so fucking incompetent. Tommy saved us. Did I? Did I? The Democrats caved. I heard, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I heard, bro. That's tough, man. Hey, eventually, bro, that shit was gonna have to open. I feel like it's gonna shut down again eventually. They're gonna argue and then shut it down again. Like I just wouldn't be surprised. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's see. What else is there? All right. 80% of women say they won't date a man without a car or apartment, even if he has potential. Bro, are we dead ass, bro? Like, damn, I can't even be broke and like build myself up and shit. Yo, I'm cooked. Hey, y'all, chat. We are cooked. we are all cooked. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're all actually motherfucking done for, man. We're all gonna be lonely for life, and that's okay for real. That's all. Yo, y'all, tell me why I was just cause I was looking at houses, right? I've been looking at different houses because we're gonna leave here in like 2 months, and then I was talking to like the dude, the agent that was showing me stuff. He was like, man, what's up with dudes in your generation, bro? Like, y'all really get no play. He was like, man, like y'all really. He was like, bro, like, I saw the stats, like, 50% have never asked a girl out? Like, and I was like, bro, I mean, you know, niggas is broke, and, you know, sometimes, bro, because the internet, you know, some women just expect some shit, you know? So it's a two-sided issue, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's one side, two-sided issue, but he was like, man, bro, you probably get no bitch. I was like, nah, he didn't say that, but... He didn't say that. Targeted to you. Why the fuck would that be targeted to me, bro? Y'all realize, like, I really got... I was about to say something so cringe. I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna be like, I got W nonchalant wrist. Yeah, I'm a grown-ass man, bro. Deadass, y'all. I might need to, like... I don't know, bro. I need some real shit to whip me up into like my grown age, bro, to like realize that I'm really grown. You might be brain rotted. I'm not. Not as much as y'all. All right, let's see. What else is there? Damn. Let's check Dexterity. Remember this clip of you, Tommy? What the fuck?
Among Us, Sussy, Riz, Ohio.
Bro! That's not even real. That's really AI. Bro, you're really so weird for pulling out AI clips like this. Same shirt? Are you fucking stupid? No, are you actually stupid? Sora AI, like, do y'all not see the Sora AI mark? Yeah, am I tweaking? I'm the only one that sees it, dead ass. Bro, that shit is really like, it's right there. What are y'all talking about, bro? Bro, y'all really don't see the marking? Let me know when y'all see it. That shit is literally at the top left of the corner. It's not even real. It's too big? Okay, so y'all see it too. I don't know why it's that big. Shit low-key weird, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, like, it's really like... That's so crazy, bro.
Oh my god.
Oh god. Bro, what are the comments? This was prime Tommy? Bro, who commented this? We all cracking Tommy, right? Yo, do you think this shit is a joke, bro? I will smack the fuck out of you. Actually, I'm not gonna do that because I probably give you some type of pleasure. Get a fucking life. Get some hoes, nigga. Shut your ass up. He ain't lying, though. Like, y'all are so cooked, man. That is literally the newest comment. I was dead ass about to say, yo, what is the newest comment? Oh my fucking god, bro. Hold up. Let me see the shorts of me. Okay, shit is still like the same. I be checking this. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Let's see. Mukbang YouTuber Zhu Yang, I think I said that right, says she needed surgery after wearing down her teeth from eating 30,000 calories a day. My teeth have worn down from eating so much they've become shorter because I use them so much. I'm telling you, bro, this shit cannot be healthy for you. This is not a surprise. This is not... Okay, y'all. It's universally confirmed, right? Like, people that do mukbangs, especially ones that are skinny like her, they just throw up all this shit right after, right? Because, like, hello? Why are you not fat as fuck? Like, at least with Nico Avocado or whatever, you could tell his ass was really doing the mukbangs. He was fat as fuck. But, like, with somebody like this, they easily are just throwing up the food. Which is kind of crazy. It's fucked up. Tommy ass condition. Bro, I just can't understand that, though. Like, bro, bulimia used to be such a big thing. When y'all were younger, did y'all's teachers, like, ever show you a documentary on bulimia? I know it still somewhat happens, but I feel like it's a lot less. Y'all never seen it, bro? I remember when I was younger, my teacher showed me a documentary on, like, bulimia and all types of, like, eating disorders and shit. Because people go through it, but, like, I don't know. I didn't know anybody that went through an eating disorder. Tommy's secretly fat as fuck, but he wears a really tight compression shirt. Does this look like a compression shirt to you? Yo, what's good, Sario? Okay, let's see. Hold up. Food news! Chick-fil-A will test chicken and waffle sandwiches in San Antonio, Baltimore, December. Oh, yeah, we going crazy, y'all. We going crazy, bro. Finally, bro. A Chick-fil-A update we want. They give an update like once every 6 months. Bro, I'm eating this shit every day, bro. Like, crazy thing is, you could probably just get a Chick-fil-A, like, chicken sandwich part and then just put a waffle in it. It's the same thing. But, like, I don't care. Now they're selling it. Tommy, no BS. Tom McDonald dropped. I wasn't ready. I wasn't set up. I wasn't ready.
We all going to ball
Shut up!
Than if we die for
Shut up!
S.
Tom McDonald dropped. This isn't a joke. Oh my god.
I don't care if you black, care if you white, care if you left, care if you right, care if you straight, care if you gay, long as you wave an American flag. Don't care about
Wait, he dropped a hard R. I'm sorry?
gender, don't care about your race, don't care about your politics, we're all the same. I don't discriminate or make
I just realized the name of the song, Tom McDonald Equality. What wasn't this the same nigga making songs talking about what was that one song? The Christmas song? He was like, yo, appreciate the 6 months. It was like, screw the woke, screw the woke, screw the... Dude, that's actually the worst shit I've ever listened to, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
apologies, screw everybody, that's equality. I've been in the ghetto in the burbs, black, white, rich, poor, flip them out a bird. Give a damn any
Nah, that's really crazy, bro.
Left, right, give them all a turn. I don't see color like you, long as we waving that red, white, and blue. Keep all that weird away from the kids. If you're good, then we're good. If you're cool, then we're cool. I'm a white boy who don't gotta.
Yo. Oh my god. Yo, was that tough, bro? I'm not gonna lie, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, bro. Like, deadass, if you don't fuck with that, bro, all the cherry on top would have been a Dax feature. Bro, if you don't fuck with that, go ahead and check your ears or something. Like, let the doctor check your ears. Because it's clearly fucked up. Better than Cardi, real talk. This will save rap. Alright, he will save rap. Let's see, what else is there? Okay. Denmark is set to ban kids under 15 from social media. Damn, bro. GG's. Rest in peace to any of my Denmark viewers under 15. Y'all are cooked, bro. Denmark has a small population though anyways, right? We all getting banned. There's probably about... There is definitely somebody that watched me that's from fucking Denmark under 15, for sure. Just like off of statistics. And how many people watch me. Damn, they're cooked. Okay, wait. God damn, only, like, not even 6 million people. Basically, okay, we'll round it up. 6 million people. That's tough, man. If you have pair permission, it's 13 anyway. How do they even track that? Like, I guess you just put your ID in some shit, and they're like, all right, you can, like, just go on. Okay, let's see. What else is there? Yo, y'all, have y'all heard of this game called Dispatch? Thinking of playing it. Should I play it? Do it? For real? I seen mad people playing it. I didn't even know what it was, and then saw him mention it to me like a couple days ago. He was like, yeah, you should play it. I'm low-key, I could do it next stream. I didn't have time to stream to like set it up, but the season finale comes out tomorrow. Damn, that's fast. All right, yeah, I gotta play it soon. Roblox is going viral for allegedly resetting all usernames that contain the number 69. Damn, bro, yo, what if you just fuck with the number 69? Like, why is everything gotta be... See, this is a problem with our society, dude. You can't even, like, really just have a... Like, what if you're just counting? 67, 68, 69. You can't 70, 71, like, you just can't count? What happens? Oh, y'all laughed at, bro. Y'all just laugh at the number 69. Wow, real mature. Y'all real fucking mature. All right. At least one isn't banned. No, facts. We need that. We need that. All right. What else? Let's see. My bad. GTA 6's delay will cost Rockstar $60 million more in development costs, according to an industry insider. How do they have even more money to spend? Why? Like, is the game not done? Bro, this shit should be over. So that means we're gonna have to pay even more. They're paying even more, so they're like, all right, fuck it. Everybody else gotta pay more. More and more delays. They're literally spending more just to stop unions. I don't even know, like, the fucking drama. No, actually, we saw it, right? It was like they fired a bunch of employees or some shit. And then now they're protesting against it. Bro, like, come on. Just release the fucking game, bro. God damn. Alright. Schlepp says Roblox finally reached out after sending him a cease and desist. Roblox allegedly tried to welcome him back months after banning him and threatening legal action. Nah, Roblox is GG's, bruh. You can't switch up now. It's over. I mean, nothing's gonna stop what happened anyways. They already got fucking exposed. A bunch of, like, now they got like 2 or 3 states suing them. It's GG's. Roblox is disingenuous, and now it's crazy that now they're finally doing it. 4 months for them to apologize. After all the fucking news tabloids, after Chris Hansen had to come in, after every YouTuber talked about it. Yeah, GG's. Alright. We're done with that. Y'all know what time it is. Alright? It's time. Bro, why? Didn't I just say don't Kirkify me, nigga? This is the first thing I'm gonna see in my Reddit? Bro, what the fuck is this? Bro, don't tell me there's more images. Alright, you know what? Anyways. Make sure y'all join the Reddit. X-Bitch Point Reddit, you know what I'm saying? If you post something, I'll probably see it unless it was TOS. Okay. Kirky NFG. Yo, this shit looks so terrible. Oh my fucking god. Yo, chat, what you doing, bro? Fucking, you know what I'm saying? You in the hood in Utah, 2 a.m. and you see this. Your ass getting slimed out, bro. You about to get jumped by this dude. Nuke in Utah. Are we dead ass? Why the eyes funky? I don't know. I'm kind of scared. I don't understand how Tommy hates Cane's. Literally, everyone is buying Cane's. My local Cane's is packed. Cane's is the best fast food. Tommy needs to fix his taste buds from all the food he ordered. Yes, I love Cane's. I own the. God damn, bruh! Yo, we did not. Nigga set the fucking image of the plate destroyed. Yo, go ahead and look up the crumbs for me, buddy. Hey, go ahead and look up the crumbs for me. That ass, bruh. We did not, like, god damn. Hungry hippo ass. He got the Cane's plushie, bruh. He got the Cane's plushie. Holy shit. Yo, technically, you are Cane's fucking fighting warrior. Real talk. God damn. The amount of glaze is insane. Why do we need to pick up the bottom, bro? Cane's greatest warrior. Holy shit. Hey, yo, Technic, now you're not being the rich allegations, bro. Hold up. Is that a Samsung? Is that an LG DR2 2024 edition washer? Wow, bro. Yo, like, Technic, real talk. Now we know you're rich. I don't even have that. Bro, my washer is from the 90s. That shit is cooked, I'm not gonna lie. I gotta, like, every time I start my clothes, I gotta go, like, smack that shit 3 times, bro. For it to, like, yeah, I know, like, it's almost like when you do a lawnmower, like, that's literally what I gotta do to my washer and dryer. Tom, that's a D782439XB. Oh, my bad, I got it wrong. Yeah, I just confuse them sometimes. SpongeBob betrayed us? What's going on with SpongeBob? Look who's accompanying... oh my god, I can't read. Look who's accompanying Obama on his way to Israel. Bro, SpongeBob, how you gonna do this to us, bro? That's fucked up. I was there for you in the trenches, real talk. I was really there for you through everything, man. And then you gonna do this to me? Not our goat. Nah, that's still my goat. Yo, Patchy's mad. Nigga said, excuse SpongeBob. Damn. Yo, Prime SpongeBob was so goated, y'all. Even more SpongeBob news? What? SpongeBob is coming to Sonic Racing Crossworlds on November 19th. Oh yeah, we need this, bro. I didn't even know Sonic had a recent game.
You've been waiting for. Damn, that's
literally just came out. It's really about to be peak.
Preparing the Krabby Patty.
Oh yeah, I'm there. I'm there, bro. Yo, y'all know what they just added to Roblox? Dude, they added Sesame Street. Should I play that? I want to play that so badly. Yeah, I'm actually a child. I'm not gonna lie. Like, do it on stream? Bro, I want to. Wait, where'd it go? Fuck, I lost it. No, it should just be called Sesame Street, right? How to get to yeah. Yo, this would be so lit. I have to play this. Alright.
Sesame Street.
What do you even do?
Neighborhood Adventures.
Oh, this is so comp.
Unlocked a new sticker. Wonderful.
Yo, yeah, I think they got racist cops in Sesame Street. Bro, I swear to God, if I get pulled over at Sesame Street, dude, we're gonna have a problem. Alright. What else? Before scientists realized birds evolved from reptiles, they had hypothesized that mammals and birds were closer, this being the missing link they dreamt up. Who knew they predicted YXL Solid before he was born? Bro, this does not... Bro, this does not look like fucking YXL Solid. Are we dead ass? That's Tommy, not Solid. Okay, if you want to say that, it does look like Solid. Fuck you, bro. Tommy's ancestors? Yo, this shit really does look crazy, though. Imagine a creature like this in real life. I'd have to smack it. Alright? I'd have to smack it. Rank these Kanye songs without knowing what's next for. Okay?
Rank these Kanye songs, but you don't know what's next for.
Honey.
Hey, lame, man, you know it now. When the real niggas hold you down, you're supposed to drown. Bound to fall in love. 3. I don't love this song. I know a lot of people love it. Oh, this is one. Hey, baby. Extra minds, I want you all to see this. Turn up the lights. Yo, y'all know what I always think of, bro? Yo, imagine, like, bro, if Kanye was never bipolar and a crash out, bro, imagine his Super Bowl show. Yo, that shit would be so legendary, bro. And we'll never get it, sadly. I'm not gonna lie, bro. We will never get Kanye's Super Bowl show in our lifetime. And he was probably on the way to having one, for real. If we're being so real. He was definitely on the way. He gonna talk about the Jews on the mic. Mid-performance, you're gonna see him like, turn up the light. Hold on! I gotta say something to y'all. Hold on! Featuring Elon Musk. Hold on. They don't want me saying this. They don't want me saying. See everything, want you to see all of the lines. Good Life 2. I got 1, 2, 3 already done. Damn. Up in the sky. For mine, I got the shine. L song? It's an L song? What? Damn. I actually would have put this at 2 instead of Good Life. I put it at 4. I'm in the spot, looking extra fly. For the day I die, I'ma touch the sky. I gotta testify. Come up in the spot, looking extra fly. These are all bangers. Bro. Fuck. Alright, 5.
Go crazy. Go stupid.
Yo, Blue Rye.
Go stupid.
Big Blue Stroke Rye with the 10 gifted. Appreciate the charity work, Brody. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the charity work. W Rye. You feel me? Niggas like me that's homeless, bro. We really need shit like that, bro. So, like, appreciate you, brother. Stroke? Is that not like a iteration? A Blue Rye? I could do more anyways. Hey, I mean, the more the merrier. Hey, y'all, can we hold on, real talk. Can we talk about how charitable I am? See, this is why y'all gotta follow my Twitter, real talk. Since I knew niggas was struggling out there, I had to help you, feel me? I had to donate, bro. Niggas was struggling, bro. Niggas didn't get their food stamps. They didn't get fucking Snap and everything. So I had to edit it. Why would that be edited? Why would I fucking edit this and post it? Yo, that's actually a different level of fucked up. Hey, go ahead and AI scan that. What did Umchi send? Nigga said thank you and then sent this gif. Yo, this with the Trump flag behind is diabolical. I'm not gonna lie. What the fuck is this? Like, please. Alright. Holy shit, man. Okay, let me finish this.
This the real one, baby.
while it all falls down. Here we are. Southside. 10 subs to Tommy, then Israel. Yo, these are all bangers. 6. I'm cooked though. This is. Yeah, I already saw. We talked about that. Technic. Up at night. That was good. That was like the best collection. Okay. MF was so mad he wasn't picked. Bro can't even cigarette dance. Like, yo, why did I see this shit, bro? Yo, this fucking Michael Jackson impersonator was mad as fuck. He didn't get. Yo, this shit was actually so hilarious. He was mad as fuck. He didn't get the fucking MJ role. Like, nigga, your ass is an impersonator, bro. Yo, I swear, some of these impersonators be thinking they're the actual artists. Bro, like, the nigga that was impersonating Drake, like, 3 years ago or something, was deadass trying to charge, like, 10 bands for a show. Yo, Kakumi with the 4 months, appreciate you.
This is your story.
Also, wait, could he even do MJ? Cause like MJ in the beginning of his life, he didn't have like vitiligo. He wasn't white. He couldn't even do young MJ. He would basically have to do MJ past. What is that? Past bad, maybe? No, after that actually. Maybe around that time, like a couple years after that. 90s, yeah, you'd have to do the late 80s and 90s MJ.
Your past.
Something.
Embrace
Yo, bro, look at bro. I'm crying, bro. He's really pissed. Yo, you know damn well he's got the MJ voice in his head too. He's like, God damn it. Why didn't they pick me? I would have been the perfect MJ. Man, get your ass on, bro.
future. That's what people want.
Damn. I'm just looking at the trailer. Skinwalked MJ? What even is bro's ethnicity? So I guess he is white, huh?
Okay, but remember, in here, keep those feet still, my man.
Oh my god, I fucking hate him. Who does he think he is? He's only Michael Jackson's nephew. I could have been better. If Mike saw me, he would have picked me. And the fact that he's pissed that an actual relative of Michael Jackson got is crazy, bro. Bro, why did you even post this? You should have just kept this in the fucking the storage, man. You should have kept this in the drive if you were really this pissed. He's done for. Holy shit, he's trying not to cry. Like, bro. Tommy would be the one to say, you guys take care of that. This is 3 minutes, I can't watch all this.
Humans first made it to the Americas, they encountered a world of prehistoric weirdness. Let's start with one of the strangest animals, the giant Cuban owl. This was the largest owl to ever exist.
Bro, owls to me are so fucking scary. Am I the only one that thinks that? Like, seeing an owl at night would actually creep me the fuck out. I might have to get like a fucking shotgun. Psh! Or no, that's low-key animal harm, huh? But like, aren't some owls dangerous? Yes, owls are cool as fuck. Hold up. Have y'all not seen creepy images of owls? Creepy images of owls. Bro, owls be looking creepy as fuck. Bro, you tell me right now you see this shit? Aw, that's what you gonna say? You are not saying that. Where's this fucking mouth at? Open your mouth, bitch. Well, that sounds crazy. That sounds crazy, bro. Owls are an invasive species, I think. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, some owls, not... Ew, bro! Oh, hell nah. Oh, fuck no. Yo, this looks like somebody, but I can't put my eye on it. Yo, Tommy, that's your twin. That is not my fucking twin, buddy. You Sala. Like, that's all y'all got to say, man.
This being nearly 4 feet tall and weighing over 60 pounds. Though it wasn't able to fly, it would have
Yeah, I just love to see one of those, like, old prehistoric ass animals now.
ran around on its powerful legs and grabbing animals just like a raptor out of Jurassic Park. Imagine being the first people to Cuba and seeing silhouettes that looked like men in the distance, only to find out that they're giant bipedal owls running around. And if you thought that whitetail...
And guess what? They had no guns back then, no straps. They just had fucking crossbows and spears. Bro.
Your uncle shot was impressive. Meet the American mountain deer. At around 600 pounds, it was way larger than most
Second
of the deer
Amendment?
around the Americas today. But there is always a bigger fish.
Holy shit. Now, you know what's still pretty big, though? Mooses. Dude, mooses are huge. Like, way bigger than people think. Like, moose size. Like, a lot of people don't think they're that big. Dude, these things are fucking huge. Bro, like, do you see this? It's damn near the size of the truck. That's a whole ass Toyota Tundra, man. It probably would. Nah, this is way more than it. I'm tripping. But, like, are they aggressive? Yo, low-key, bro. I feel like I just want to, like, smack its fucking belly. It just seems like it has a smackable belly. It'd be so funny. I don't think typically. Shoot, hopefully not. Oh, yeah, no, Canadians survived, though. I haven't been to Canada yet. I'm probably going to go next year. But my literal assumption of Canada is I just walk in and I get greeted by, like, 5 moose. You feel me? And there's, like, another, like, there's a moose leader at the top. And it comes down and greets me and it's like, welcome to Canada. That's what I suspect of Canada.
Fish. Meet the stag moose. It was around 1,500 pounds, so around the size of the biggest moose alive
Damn!
today, but it had very strange antlers that were way different than modern moose.
Yo, it looks so cool, though. They low-key flex. I'm not gonna lie, mooses be flexing and shit with their antlers.
Also, flying above you at any
They just
time
look
could have
tough.
been a Lornus incredibilis, which had an 18-foot wingspan and was probably
Oh
like a
my
modern-day
God.
vulture. And then there were the glyptodonts, which are relatives of...
Ew, bro! Yo, you know what's crazy? I think I already said I've never seen a fucking armadillo until I came here. I just drove in the neighborhood here and there was an armadillo. And I low-key walked to somebody's yard, my neighbor's yard, and I didn't say anything. So they might have got attacked by it. I don't know, man. I don't have time to do everything, y'all, in the world. Like, damn. But hopefully they're good. But they don't usually attack, right?
modern armadillos, and they had massive shells made up of over 1,800 osteoderms, which are bony plates. Some of them had pretty small tails, others had longer ones, and some even had...
So what if you just, like, got a sledgehammer and hit its shell? Is it cracking? Because I know with turtles, it'll definitely crack. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that shit is... You're done for.
giant clubs at the...
I got attacked by a deer once. Nah, I hope you did good. Nah, I almost got attacked by a deer. I'm not gonna lie. When I was younger, I almost got attacked by a deer. And there was a wolf in our neighborhood. And it started, like, howling and shit. I remember when I was, like, really young. I just ran home.
the end of them. This animal, known as Doedicurus, weighed up to 8,000 pounds and had a massive tail club. The tail club would have looked like this in life, with massive spikes sticking out the side.
God
Imagine
damn.
being hit by one of those. It has been calculated...
Humans, bro, we really suck, bro. Why don't we have nothing to fight with? What do we... Our nails? The best thing we got is those girls that get, like, 4-inch nails. And shit, that's like, the best we got. We don't got nothing. We can't fight with our feet. We're cooked. We have intelligence. Man, fuck intelligence. I want some natural fighting abilities. Alright? I want something crazy like... I don't know, like some spikes or something where I can just go... Pew! Some natural shit. We need something in the wild. Like, what if you just have no tools? You're done for.
that it could swing its tail at
Our
the same
sweat?
force of a medieval catapult. And speaking of giants, we cannot forget Castroides, the giant beaver. These animals could be over 7 feet long and...
Okay, this would piss me off. But it kind of looks so funny, bro. I feel like I just boop it in the nose. Be like, boop. Boop. And then it'd get like its whole family just maul me to death. Or like rip me apart.
to 270 pounds in weight, making them way larger than our modern variety. Even from a distance, they might even look like a man. At over 7 feet long and over 270 pounds, these animals absolutely dwarfed their smaller cousins. And interestingly, Native Americans even have stories of giant beavers that stood as tall as a man. And you can tell that
Damn. So they were here like when the Native Americans were.
this giant beaver
I mean,
was
they're still here, but like, you get the point.
about the size of a man, especially
they
from a
dominated.
distance. How creepy would it be to see one of these things just chewing on the side of a tree? All I know is I would not want to mess with those massive teeth. They were the size of bananas. But not all these
I could take them, no cap.
animals.
Oh, hell nah, bruh. Chopped as fuck. Bro, imagine grabbing its stupid nose. Wiggling it around. God damn, bro. I feel bad for them. They got the bottom stick of the genetic lottery.
Were giant. I mean, Macroacana wasn't super large, but just weird. Like, look at that weird trunk it had. It was
Yeah.
kind of like a tapir deer animal. I don't even know. It's so weird looking.
Get
And if that
Tommy
wasn't
off
weird
screen. I
enough,
know you're
we
not talking.
tucks it up.
Well, unleash! We don't get short in mathematics! Oi, will unleash! At least we can walk the streets without having a Nicky Popper.
The giant rhino hippo looking thing, they were
Fish
absolutely
and
built like
chips.
tanks. Just look at those
Damn, okay, it was built like crazy though. You're probably just mauling me for that statement.
bones. Though they didn't have a horn like a rhino and didn't have those massive teeth like hippos, I'm sure they would have been deadly to predators if they got mad. Did I even mention the giant sloths too with the giant claws? I think I did in the other videos, but giant
God damn, bruh. Fat as fuck. Lose some weight, fatty.
sloths had huge claws like this one that's over like 17 inches long. So imagine being hit by one of
Not
those.
scary.
Studies even found that giant sloths were able to move their arms very quickly, which means they
Okay.
could have definitely swiped you. Weighing as much as an Asian elephant.
Damn, so they got fucking slaughtered. All the sloths got slaughtered and yo, sloths low-key be like, bro. Yeah, fuck with sloths. I see videos of them like smiling. I'm like, damn, that's so wholesome. They just be living for real, just like moving slow.
I don't even think a short-faced
I gotta
bear
look at
would
some
want to
videos
mess with one
of
these
sloths
animals.
after this.
The first people to make it to the Americas encountered some of the most terrifying
God damn, bro.
and just outright weird animals you could ever imagine. And they lived alongside many of these animals for over 8,000 years. Go check out my recent video about all the
Interesting. Hold up, I gotta see some videos of sloths, y'all. Rather not get every disease. Did these animals give diseases? Nah, I think we'd be fine. Right, y'all? I think we'd be fine. Yo. Look at these fucking sloths. Just vibing. Ew. Why'd you open your mouth? All the cuteness is ruined. Yo.
Eu vi bicho, eu falei, gente, o que é
Yeah.
Põe na árvore, põe na árvore.
W humans. That's a W human.
Ela é muito.
Now next all you need to do is slaughter the whole fucking forest. Deforest it. Take it. Sell the wood to BlackRock. And let it build unlimited houses in America where nobody can fucking afford a house and have them up the price and buy every single house around and destroy the market. And let no young person get homes. Yes, that's what we need to do. Instead of like, thanks for helping it, but that's the next steps. Alright?
Mansinha, mas se alguém não vê, e eu com medo, eu falei, vou mandar pra
Aww. In a data center? Yeah, just destroy the whole forest. Put a data center. Put a new ChatGPT center. Yeah, smiling! Damn, that's so cool. It's so crazy how like some animals can understand like shit we're doing and some completely don't know. Like with a cat you could help it and it's just gonna be like, okay, I don't know how I got here. Like it could have like a fucking wound or some shit. And it's like, okay, I'm fixed now. I don't know how it happened. That's dead ass, yo. Every time I held my cat, bro, she gave no fucking thanks. Dude, she was never happy. Like, at least dogs and shit, dogs are more communicative. They appreciate it. Like, cats just be like, well, I got this. I got healed somehow. I got some ticks taken off me somehow. And they give no fucking thanks, bro. They're lucky they're cute. If not, nobody would have them as pets. Because they're cold and cruel. Look at the Andine condor images. What is that? Oh, it's a bird? God damn! Yo. What the fuck? They're critically endangered? Yeah, I could tell being this big. They probably got hunted. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. This is the type of bird I feel like to go up to other birds like, hey ladies, you ever had some good old chocolate? What if I gotta do a deeper voice? You haven't had a bird as big as me. Now let me change it up. You haven't experienced what I can give you. Is that not some shit like that bird would say to other birds? I feel like it would. Biggest bird. Are we in 2023? When even was that meme? Yo, I'm not gonna lie, you should be banned for that. Why the fuck do we have people like that nigga, bruh? What? Oh my god, what is this about to be? It's not funny at all. Do shit like this, the woman could have been seriously hurt. Is somebody in there? Oh my god. Yo. Nah, man, as soon as these people get confronted, bro, it's just a prank, bro. It was just a joke, man. They be the same people, bro. Deadass, if this is me, I have permission completely to fucking goddamn use my Second Amendment in self-defense. Because I don't know if you're gonna attack me more. Your ass getting shot in the foot. And then the ass. It's actually crazy. Bro, you getting knocked out then sue, but also who the fuck is using a porta potty right there? Yeah, it is a random ass location. Make them go to a pig pen or animal pen and force them to clean your shit up as punishment. God damn. It's a W punishment. We need more character rivalries in games.
Your video game characters are roasting each other. Starting off, we have Duke Nukem roasting Master Chief. He finds Chief's assault armor and makes a comment implying that real men don't need armor.
Power armor is for pussy.
Tommy follows Sippy. How about you go ahead and follow this timeout? I will not be disrespected in my domicile today. Alright.
Well, okay. You want a gun instead?
Duke also roasts Doom Guy in Duke Nukem 3D, showing a disfigured Doom Guy with Duke saying that's one doomed space marine.
Duke like Duke Dennis? My bad.
Nintendo and Sega have a long history of roasting and collaborating with each other via their games and commercials, but one of the lesser—
Oh my god, bro. Sonic versus Mario Olympics. Sonic versus Mario. When's the last one they made? Oh, the last one was 2020. Yo, they gotta make a new one, bro. Bro, this shit is so fun. Oh my fucking god. The memories on this shit. Ball knowledge. Yo, like I would actually play this right now. Real talk. They canceled the series? Damn. They always gotta cancel everything fun.
Known ones is that in the Sega CD version of Earthworm Jim, there's a Donkey Kong mask with an arrow pierced through Donkey Kong's head. Donkey Kong clapped back at Sega with Cranky's Video Game Heroes. It features Nintendo's greatest heroes being recognized in first, second, and third place, but Sonic's shoes and Earthworm Jim's blaster are tossed near
That's actually so fucking evil.
The trash can. And who can't forget that one Crash Bandicoot commercial where Crash pulls up at the Nintendo headquarters showing off his games.
Hey, plumber boy, mustache man, your worst nightmare has arrived. Pack up your stuff. I got a little surprise.
Okay, Crash Bandicoot is not better than Mario. Does anybody think that? I fuck with Crash Bandicoot, but it's not. It has nothing on Mario.
Were you here? Check it out. What do you think about that?
And lastly, Saints Row 2 had a whole commercial mocking how boring GTA 4 is.
Would you rather?
Yo, that's so funny. Like, bro, look at GTA now as a series and look at Saints Row. It's not even close to the same amount of players.
Go bowling? Or steal a septic truck and spray loads of sewage on pedestrians?
God damn. Saint Row roasting GTA. Boy, oh boy, what's coming up in November 2026? What do you mean November? Oh yeah, it is November. Bro, that's so hard to hear. November 20, bro. Fuck. We're genuinely not getting it. No, I refuse to believe we're getting it. That's so hard to hear. Like, it's supposed to be May, bro. It's supposed to be May, bro. Bro, it's supposed to be May. Thoughts on my policies as future U.S. president. Okay, this isn't even you. This is somebody else, but... Alright, let's see.
Switch shit up.
Raise taxes on single mothers? Bro, this is the American way, W. Fucking W. Alright, let's see. Relocate U.S. capital to Casper, Wyoming? Bro, I've been saying that for like how long, y'all? How long I've been... Okay, wait, this might be... I might have to vote for bro. Public executions? Hell yeah, bro. I mean, shit, Charlie Kirk supported it, so, like, we gotta support it. Fossil fuels in all kids' lunches? Hey, why not? They already basically drink all fucking toxins. Why not adding a little bit more? I see the vision. Why don't we ever get people like this? Zero gender, zero humans? Oh my god. Bro, I've been saying this for the longest, bro. I've been saying this for the fucking longest, bro. Like, real talk, bro. You're just like, there's no gender, you're just human. Everybody refers to each other as human. There's no he, she, alright? No pronouns. We all are just human. That's what this human said this. And that just stops discrimination. Alright? So we might as well do that. Wow, no, that's really crazy, bro. Alright, let's see. What else is there? Okay, Tommy, I guess it's not the time for us to go to Japan. Wait, what? Wait, bro, I'm literally about to go in January.
Alright, it's official. Japan have officially declared war on bears.
On bears? Okay, I'm good. No, not Kanye.
This week, the freaking Japanese military were deployed to help contain a worrying surge of bear attacks, which are occurring largely in residential areas, including supermarkets, schools, and bus stops. What the hell? In fact, in just the last 6 months alone, 12 people have been killed, and over 100 more have been injured, which is the highest.
Wait, please don't tell me it's in like Shibuya and shit, like the main places people go.
Amount of attacks since records began. But before you think the army is going in there dumping rounds at these bears, soldiers are not actually allowed to kill them under Japanese law. They're only providing logistical support.
Man, what the fuck? Yo, Japan, update second amendment, bruh. Yo, if I see a bear, you're getting slimed. I'm sorry, I see you running at me in 4K, you're getting slimed, gang. I'm not gonna rely on a fuck ass tranquilizer. You gotta shoot them 20 times for them to go out.
Like setting up traps and then launching drones that
it's only in the rural areas.
Sounds of fireworks to scare them off, and also supporting hunters who are allowed to kill them. But what makes it even crazier is why it's worse now than ever before. Reports state that this is largely down to Japan's declining population, with hunters getting old and retiring, villages and cities getting emptier, encouraging these bears to move in. But also they state that climate change.
See, Japan, this is why you gotta open up your immigration, be more open, right, and allow me in. I got you. Just promise me 2 things. A free house and a Japanese wife.
Is interfering with the flowers and pollination of some of their food that they usually eat. So they've been increasingly moving into suburban areas to look for something to eat. One Japanese mayor even explained how some residents have become so afraid that they're canceling events and refusing to leave their homes.
Be like California and kill all the bears? Do they do that? Yeah, most of the time, bro. You'll hear people just be posted up, bro, after fucking shooting a bear or whatever, that fucking deer. She's doing more than the U.S. government could do in a whole argument. What?
Sophie Rain just announced that she's going to be donating to families in need of food right now in America because of the EBT being shut off, and I just...
Yo, W Sophie Rain. That's crazy, bro. Bro, you got an OF star doing more than the government, dude.
Cannot comprehend the fact of a OnlyFriends model literally donating to, you know, families in need of food, and the government hasn't done that. Oh my goodness, bro. Like, how far of a low have we become as a country? I'm sorry, but if we have OnlyFriends models donating more money than our own government is to families in need of food right now...
Bro, but who's... Bro, listen, y'all. Hold up. Hear me out for a second. Who is gonna pay for Israel's healthcare? If we're actually, like, opening the... Like, what are we talking about, bro? Who, like, we really gotta focus on the priorities and right things, alright? And that is Israel's healthcare and making sure everybody there is completely good and completely fine. Everybody's covered no matter what, no matter their expenses.
Dude, we have serious issues that need to be talked upon. Because, what are we doing? Like...
Yeah. And you, Tommy? Hey, yeah, I did more than the government, though. I'm not gonna lie. Did I not do more than the government by donoing? I'm broke as fuck, bro. I can't afford shit. What do you mean, sure, buddy? Wait, why do y'all dead ass think my donation's a lie? Why would I lie about a donation? If I lied about that donation, somebody here, and somebody could 100% evidently prove it, they can give me creamy back shots. That's how much I believe that it won't happen. All right? That video was fake. We saw the $5. You lying. It wasn't fucking $5, bro. I got that donation. Thank you for feeding my family, Tommy. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Here is a series of info maps about topics from around the world, okay? Countries with universal healthcare in 2010. Okay. Legal working age per... You can barely see this. God damn. Isn't it... In America, I think the lowest is like 14, right? Yeah, I remember when I was like 14, I wanted to fucking work and there was no job hiring. There's no job hiring. Telling my mom lives in a half house. Donate to me, please. What the fuck is a half house? Like a townhouse? A duplex? Let's see. What is the youngest? Green? Is that... I literally can't even tell. Oh, I see 10. 10? Bro, there's like a couple of countries with 10. Hold up. What the fuck? What country is this? I'm pretty sure this is 10. Like, I'm trying to, like, read it right here, y'all. I think this is 10. 10 and 12. Bolivia? God damn, bro. You got some African countries. Japan. Is that Japan? Bro. Countries that use the American system. Metric system adopted, mainly imperial system in use. And the metric system adopted, mainly, bro. We trying to be so different, bro. Like, I always wonder why they thought, like, okay, bet. The whole world is using this. Let's just go ahead and use this. And now it's too late for me. I'm not gonna lie. I will not. All right. I will only use miles. As they say, what the fuck is a kilometer? I can only use American metrics. What does mixed mean? Okay, the UK is mixed. And then red, officially on the imperial system metric and imperial in use. Yeah, there's like 2 countries with that. Oh shit. Countries that ban TikTok in full or in part. Yo, I forgot TikTok was supposed to be banned for us. Oh my god, y'all. What the fuck is going on? Oh no, they said they were gonna sell it. Right? My bad, y'all. States that have social media service completely banned in them. Blue Sky, Mississippi since August 2025. Yo, what did Blue Sky do to Mississippi? Bro, like, what the fuck? Countries that allow ads about medications. Wait, we're the only one? Oh, I see, what is that country? Yo, what's in this corner over here? Tommy moved to Afghanistan. They welcome foreigners. You're right. I'm gonna move. New Zealand. Damn. Nah, it's always so funny, bro. It's crazy how, like, America's just, like, a completely different country. Because you'll see people say, or just a complete different place compared to a lot of the world. Because you see people say, like, oh, they come to America. It just feels like a fucking movie set. And, bro, it really is with shit like this. It really is, bro. And it's so crazy at the end of medicine ads, you just see, like, every disease named. So go ahead and try Proracadil. May cause throwing up. May kill you in your sleep. May touch you aggressively at night. May give you a heart attack. May give you cancer. Bro, they gotta name everything in the fucking book just to make sure they can't get sued. Everyone forgets about New Zealand. I low-key forget too. I do. Countries with safe tap water. Who made this? Who made this, bro? Yo, I am not drinking no fucking tap water here. Only thing is, like, cooking. Okay, yeah, everybody uses tap water and boils it, whatever, the disease and everything goes away. I am not drinking straight out of the tap. It's crazy, bro, because people genuinely do. Like, my mom told me, I remember she told me, she was like, oh, yeah, sometimes I just drink out of the tap. Like, I don't care. I was like, bro, what? Yo ass tweaking, bro. I will say Japan, y'all. Japan, from what I heard, their tap. Actually, I've seen it, bro. I drank the fucking Japanese tap water. And deadass, it was just filtered water. The tap water was filtered water. Like, it's crazy. It was clean. Tap water is the safest water. All right, go ahead and go to Flint, Michigan, and tell me that again. Hey, they said Flint, Michigan is safe. Go ahead and drink the tap water there, and let me know how it goes. I mean, they say the tap water in New York is safe. Go ahead and drink the tap water there. Go ahead and drink it, and then let me know how that goes. Countries that have banned YouTuber previously did. Okay, it's like 4 places, bro. Why is this quality so bad? Countries that have banned Roblox. Damn, bro. They missing out, I'm not gonna lie. They missing the fuck out. 2026 is next, I'm telling you. What is this? End of the world dates iceberg.
1666, the Great Fire of London.
2003? Well, that didn't happen. Okay, we all know about 2012.
So the year 1666 terrified many Europeans because, you know, the number 666 is associated with the devil, the Antichrist in the Bible. So when...
Yo, I know 2666 is going to scare people. They're going to be like, bro, the world's about to end. Actually, no. Why am I saying that like we're going to be here? End that time. Humanity's going to be wiped. Humanity's going to be... We're not going to fucking be here. Let's be real. There's going to be no humans. We're going to be on a different planet probably by that point. We ain't gonna make it there.
This massive fire broke out in London that year, leaving only 1/5 of the city left. It seemed that everybody's worst fears were confirmed. People believed that God's wrath, or the devil himself, had descended on England, but the fire had actually just begun in a bakery on Pudding Lane.
Yo, rumors probably spread fast as fuck too back then.
Very British. Adding to the widespread fear of the year 1666, there was the Great Plague of 1665, which was England's last major outbreak of the...
Yo, is the 1600s the worst century to live in? That shit was terrible, bro.
Plague,
so much shit going on.
About 100,000 lives, which is crazy. The year 1524 Grand Conjunction. So the Grand Conjunction is whenever Jupiter and Saturn align and come together in the sky, and this happens roughly every 20 years. Anyways, in 1520...
Yo, imagine how crazy it'd be if just Earth crashed with another planet. How would that even feel for us? Like, you wouldn't even... You would just instantly die, right? Like, let's say you're on the side that it got crashed into. Yeah, you just instantly die. So you
24, there was this great flood prediction based on the Grand Conjunction being in the month of February, which was like a water sign month or something like that. The astronomer who made this prediction said there would be widespread flooding that especially affects Europe. And there was a lot of fear-mongering, 160 printed pamphlets between 1520...
Bro, it's like... Loki, even in the 2000s, bro, they just be making up shit. Bro, people thought the world was fucking ending. They thought the rapture was happening like a month and a half ago, right? Or 2 months ago? I forgot. I completely forgot about that. People thought the rapture was happening.
And 1524 echoed this prediction, and many people were panicking. They left their homes in the lowlands. There was accounts of people
that's free real estate right there. I would have took them home.
Building arks or giant boats, and some communities elected flood wardens to oversee.
It was revealed to me in a dream.
Penn of Leeds, 1806. So in 1806, there was this chicken in Leeds, England, that was reported to have laid eggs that was inscribed with the message, "Christ is coming." Crowds gathered.
Yo, fucking egg, bro. Are we dead ass? A chicken egg? They was really believing anything back then. They were so bored. Oh my god, man.
Fearing Judgment Day was near, and it was later discovered that the owner of the chicken had written the words on the egg using like vinegar or acid.
Yo, imagine it was just like in Sharpie. They didn't have Sharpie back then. I feel like if you time traveled and put Sharpie, they would have been like, what? Dear heavens, this technology doesn't exist.
And then reinserted them into the hen's body, making them appear that they had been freshly laid. And anyways, it turns out that this owner was a criminal, and people thought she was a witch, and then she was hanged in 1809 for poisoning.
Oh my god! Yo, they slimed her ass out over it? Yo, they were not playing back then. They were like, oh, fuck no, you're not playing with us. On to the hanger.
A woman, so typical witch behavior. Anyways, thank you guys for watching and being just like me and liking to, you like hearing this stuff.
Okay, let's see. How y'all feel about this? November. Oh, this is the date of the post. Trump could possibly be impeached and jailed by Christmas if that happens. Y'all, I'm gonna be real. I feel like that's not happening. Like, people thinking Trump's gonna get impeached. I think he's gonna serve his full presidency. If he doesn't, it's because his ass got a stroke or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Christmas miracle, bro. Like, even with the midterms, is like, doesn't it have to be a lot? Like, okay, let's say the Democrats take over and like they're controlling a lot more of the shit. It's not just as simple as like in a snap, because wouldn't they have done that in his first fucking time? Like, he didn't get like kicked out of office. They did it after. I know they did it after like January 6th or whatever. But I don't know. I just feel like it's not gonna happen.
This is pretty.
Or he's not gonna let it happen. All right. President Trump will be serving his 6th term in 2036. And if you are mad about it, then you are not patriotic. You are not patriotic.
Optimistic, but Trump could possibly be impeached, removed by Congress, and jailed by Georgia before Christmas of 2025.
Jailed by Georgia. Yeah, I feel like that would cause too much chaos, though. If he actually threw his ass in prison. Yo, they just raid that fucking prison.
Hear me out on this scenario.
It'd be January 6th in the prison.
Invoked a century-old law called the Rule of Five to force Trump to release the full Epstein files. If they were to get released and had Trump's name in them, 30 House GOP reps told us if the DOJ confirms their relationship, they will vote to impeach him. Now,
okay.
To impeach him. Now, here's where it gets interesting. If Trump does get impeached and removed from office, then he will be...
Bro, but I feel like with the Epstein files, like, they're just gonna cover his name. Like, the FBI and shit and the CIA and everybody, they're just gonna fucking cover up his name and then just, like, erase it.
A private citizen again and could go to jail. One big case of his is still open, and that is the Georgia election racketeering prosecution, which we know he's clearly guilty of. Just as a reminder, this prosecution alleges that Trump led a criminal racketeering enterprise in which he and all other defendants knowingly and willfully joined in a conspiracy to overturn the 2020 election. And this could certainly fall under Georgia's broad RICO law, meaning Donald Trump could end up in jail if all of this plays out. The best part is even J.D. Vance can't save Trump.
If they put Trump in jail, it'd be the equivalent of putting Jesus in jail when he was in Nazareth. You can't do that. This is a man. This is our hero. Second thing next to God.
In this scenario, because the Georgia case is a state case. And Trump couldn't even seek a pardon from the state's GOP governor because Georgia is one of...
Trump couldn't even seek a pardon. Oh. Yo, wait. Trump couldn't even seek pardon from state's GOP governor because Georgia's one of the 4 states, Georgia, Nebraska, Nevada, Utah, whose governor does not have the authority to grant clemency. Then, yo, they're just gonna add it. He's gonna be like, this new executive order is giving the governor permission to pardon me. Or some shit.
4 states whose governor does not have the authority to grant clemency. Put this all together and Trump could possibly be boxed in from all sides. Impeached, exposed by Georgia.
Damn. I just don't think it would happen. In another dimension, perhaps, any reality with me, it has to suck. Yeah, I just don't think it's happening. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. What else is there? Here we go again with the blue locked effect in sports anime. This time in the form of golf. What the fuck? What is this audio? Yo. Is bro dying? Yo, he hit that shit. Holy fuck, it caused aura. Bro, it literally emitted lightning aura. Sports animes are so hilarious, bro. God damn. It was actually a good show, not gonna lie. Bro, like, Obama have dementia. Yo, how old are we, y'all? What the fuck is this image? Who genuinely, who made this? This has got to be top 5 worst images ever posted in the Reddit. I'm sick of this shit. Okay, let's see. Happy Veterans Day / Remembrance Day if you're in Canada. Yeah, Canada, you don't have... Nah, Canada has Veterans Day. Shout out to the Canadian veterans, too. W Aura. Type shit. Haunted House was so bad, the person recording had to jokingly be scared to not feel bad. Also, these jump scare goofy.
I'm in here, and I'm scared as shit right now.
I can already tell it's gonna be lame.
Oh my god, reading the haunted house. Oh my god. Oh shit!
What the hell?
Oh shit! That place looks like a bad motherfucker right here. Woo!
I mean, it is at a fair, so like, you can only expect so much. How the fuck does shit scare you? Does it not scare you? It should.
Oh my god!
Yo, this is giving like Indian TikTok levels of editing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god! Like creepy as fuck.
Who is screaming, bro? Her on this ride. I would have been scared too, though, bro. I really. Nah, let me stop. All right, man. Let me see how much is left, just to make sure we can get through everything. Okay, we should be able to. My bad, y'all. Bro, what even is this? What's the worst Tommy NFG related thumbnail you have? I drank the Tommy NFG Ussy potion at 3 a.m. Gone funk. Who made this? Did you Photoshop this? Also, J-Station is banned on YouTube, so like this has to be old. Me. Like this is. Yeah, this don't even look like a human being for real, bro. This don't even look like a human being, bro. Like, damn. W image? Does this count as a thumbnail? I mean, is this not accurate, though? Is this not some shit, illegalized comedy? Y'all want me to read it out? Hey, boys! If you can't handle Elon's memeing, take it up with Chungus. He's that boy, a true memer at heart. Sometimes I have to get gallons of bleach to get some release from some of these cringe lords and FJW lords. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm a grown ass man. This shit not even, like, it's not even cool no more, bro. Like, I could really have kids and a family now. And do the bendy dance? No. I'm not doing that. Yo, since when was politics so tough? Tommy, try to watch this video without pausing, okay?
Mr. Speaker, the news today was that we created 67,000 jobs.
Bro.
67, Mr. Speaker.
Well, you know, when the fuck this meme finna die? I don't know, bro. I'm right. I don't know. I've been done with it. All right, I've been fucking done with it. If only we could do this in the U.S.
Karen tries her First Amendment right in another country and learns a big lesson.
Excuse me, gentlemen. I hate to interrupt. But
no, ain't no recording out here. This private property.
No recording out here, sir. I'm exercising my First Amendment rights.
You think this America?
This is sir. I'm exercising.
Where even is this? Is this not America?
Exercising my rights. What?
Bro, where even is this? It's got to be Canada or something. South Africa? Could be, I guess. Yo, nah, it's always so funny, bro, whenever there's like an American tourist and they're in another country and do something clearly bad and they're like, but I'm American! Does that change anything, bro? Yo, your ass is not above that country's laws. Holy shit. No, but I'm American. You can't do that. Man, what the fuck? Like, come on, bro. Scary ass dog.
Take a through the Starbucks drive-through, and then you get to the window, and then you're.
Yeah, bruh. This dog right here walks around with a shiesty, sagging his pants on the south side of Chicago.
And then your 2-year-old sweet angel baby starts yelling the F word repeatedly.
GG's, bruh. Loki, some dogs just be scary to look at, bro. Have you ever seen like a sagging dog's face? Sagging. Dude, these shits to me is so weird, bruh.
What you see before getting slimed out in Utah.
Bro, like, would y'all get one of these dogs? I don't know, man. It looks kind of sad. Like, they're not even meant to look like this. They just got overbreeded and shit. But people be having these type of dogs. It's Tom, and then every time they gotta, like, clean their mouths, they have to go, like... Got that whole shit sloppering around, bro. You got all the... Because all the sagging skin is flying. It's like... It's fucking ugh. Like, shout out to them, though, bro. They didn't choose that life, real talk. They got breeded into that life. Imagine having beef with Harvard. Let me see this. Yo, yeah, I know what's crazy? Okay, this is completely off topic. Bro, I was deadass getting mad at ChatGPT for some shit, right? So I called it a dumbass, right? I was like, dumbass, that's the wrong shit. Why did they literally tell me, like, relax, my guy? Bro, it deadass got mad at me. I was like, what? I was like, don't ever tell me that again. And it was like, sorry. Bro, that shit scared me. I didn't know, like, it could really, like, do that. It's gaining emotion. It was literally relax, comma, my guy. Whoa, chill out, dude. Relax, dude. And it took a while to, like think of what I was talking about. Because he just kept... Bro, have you ever had a problem with ChatGPT where it just gets some fucking information wrong? Like, it doesn't update? I remember one time I asked it. It was some shit about Trump. And it was like, currently, right now, Trump is not the president. I was like, nigga, are you stupid? Are you fucking stupid? So I kept telling it, research it. And then it would tell me, it would search something up and then understand. And then I asked it again. Trump is not president right now. Are you fucking dumb? Like, I just told you to research it. You just told me he is. And now you're telling me he isn't. Hold your horses. And bro, it was so fucking ridiculous, bro. Takes time to update, I know, but like I'll tell it to research something, right? Like I'll tell it to research something. Then it'll come back and be like, it'll update on me. Then I'll ask it again and be like, oh. Like, I literally think I was asking it. I told it search up something, right? Because I was trying to figure out something. Then it was like, Trump is not president. I told it research it. Then it said, yes, he is. And then I asked it again and it said, no, he's not. Are you stupid, bro? ChatGPT got to be 10 rage baiters all time. I don't know if it just got worse or something. But genuinely, like, recently, it's just been getting shit wrong for me. Like, shit fucking wrong. Anyways, let's see this.
They just responded. Dear Aaron, thank you for your letter rejecting our decision. After careful consideration, we regret to inform you that we must decline your rejection of our rejection.
What?
I don't think I'm getting in. Psych, we run in the back. Dear Harvard, thank you for your letter declining my rejection of your rejection. After reviewing your decision, I must once again respectfully reject your rejection of my rejection. Please consider this matter permanently resolved. I'll see you next year on campus, smiley face emoji.
Yo, y'all know what I think is so funny about Harvard? Like, their cafeteria room, deadass, just looks like Hogwarts. I be forgetting, like, Harvard is such an old fucking school that, like, they deadass have the old... Hold on, let me see if I can find a Harvard cafeteria. I'll look it like, bro, I like it in a way, though. You know? I'm not gonna lie, like, it's kind of... It has design. It has character. At least it's just not like some bland, modern, you know, white tile type of shit we have nowadays. Like, it has character. Yo, what's good, Shark? They found the boy. Oh, this is the guy they were saying was a detective for the Louvre. It was a complete lie.
We tracked down the mystery man from that viral AP photo taken as police sealed the Louvre.
Bro, but we really got to do investigations like that and stuff. We got to be wearing stuff like
that. And he's not a detective, but a stylish 15-year-old schoolboy, Pedro Garzón Delvaux, who lives with his family outside Paris.
I'm just a student who is 15 years old and like to dress.
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of a rough 15. Yo, I did ask thought bro was like, Maybe around my age or some shit. That's not that far off, but like, bro, he does not look 15. He looks at least like 20 or 21.
Classic. A friend of mine sent me a message and she said like, you have 5.9 million views. My mom called me and says,
he looks mature, not old. You know what, you're right.
What has inspired your sense of style?
I like to read like historic books, like maybe the movies, the old movies.
Yo, that's actually Aura.
His wardrobe has a story. His tie came from his grandfather, his jacket from his dad, and the fedora from his grandmother. So who shaped his style?
Nah, that's really
Not
hard.
A streaming star, but a French resistance icon, Jean Moulin.
Do you wear a fedora kind of every day?
I save it for the weekend.
There is one question.
Oh, my bad, Shark. Wait, did you send it?
That a lot of people would like to ask you, which is, do you know where the jewels are?
Well, I don't know, but I know that we found some suspects.
But you're not working the case.
Yo, he found him? W dude. W dude. Yo, Shark, let me add you real quick. I'm genuinely gonna forget y'all, my bad. Which one's your account? Like, what's the name of it so I can accept it? Okay, let's keep looking at the Reddit though. Tommy egoing his homie. Okay, bro, it's not fucking egoing. I just forgot. Alright, like, why is everything... Why do y'all think I have an ego? Okay, there we go. Alright, Shark, you need me to add that account, right? You need me to switch it with your other one and add as like the admin? I gotta do that too. Because you have 5 mansions. Ah, what's in my hair, bro? Ah. I had to throw that shit at y'all, bro. My bad. It's not lice. Calm the fuck down. Calm. You see a little white speck in my hair and you think, like, do you say that to your friends? Oh, is that lice, bro? And you see a little fucking white piece of dirt in their hair? Damn, bro, wash your head. Alright, fuck y'all. Who wants a co-owner now of the Discord server? Since Shark wants to start talking shit. Who wants co-owner? Cause I... Alright, man. I'm gonna give it to one of y'all for real. Each person, you just have to give a contribution of $1,000 to the stream and you're gonna be entered the giveaway to be co-owner. Is this shit tough in Wisconsin? Let them have it. Hold on. Wait, why does this actually sound fire? Okay, whoa. Okay, I just realized that shit is swinging at me, bro. Yo. Oh my god. New meme audio. Since 2025 is almost over, how you guys describe the year for yourselves? This year was very mediocre for me. Had the usual ups and downs, but I'm blessed, grateful for everything I have. Hope you guys had a great 2025. If not, I hope everything will get better for you in the future. Shout out to Tommy, making this year a blast. Been watching this 2023, you never fail to make me smile. Much love you, Tommy. God bless you all. Thank you, appreciate you. Don't say you had a mediocre year, all right? It's just, if you say that, this wasn't your year, you know what I'm saying? 2026 might be your year. Or 2027. Or 2028. Or 2029. No joke, give LaBailey co-owner. Bro, Shark, you need to hold it down, all right? You need to hold it down. 2025 was better in my life than 2024 since my grandma passed. Raised me like mom. Damn. Yo, I'm sorry about that, LaBailey. I didn't even know that. I'm being so for real. Yo, what happened, Shark? Bro, you gonna quit on me, bro? Yo, come on, bro. We went through everything, man. Like, I'm not gonna... Bro, come on, man. Bro, like, We need you holding it down, bro. Tommy, stop using fake tears. All right, listen, bro. It wasn't fake tears. It was just tears that didn't come on my eyeballs. It's inside my eyeballs, but it didn't come out. Let me be in charge. Yo, all of y'all can't be in charge. Shark acting like the Discord is a war zone. Yeah, my Discord is not that. My Discord is actually pretty tame. All right. I feel like we really got shit locked down, like compared to how it used to be. Nigga said Erica Kirk ass reaction. Bro, that was a real reaction. All right. Like it was just in my eyeballs. This year was ass. It started but got so ass. What do I rate this year? I like this year low-key. Now, media-wise, we had a lot more going on. Bro. Media-wise, last year, I think we did have a lot more going on. Next year, though. Bro. Superman was peak. Okay, yeah, Superman was pretty good. But next year, bro, gotta go crazy. Let me see what everybody's saying. Pretty good year, okay. Technic had a good year. Probably gooning against your Impact Girls all day. Mediocre. Awful overall. Worst year by far for me. Funny because 2024 is probably my best year ever. The calm before. Holy shit. Shit. Did everybody have a terrible year? Boring. Having a 9 to 5 kills any ambition. Not bad, but not good. Not terrible, so I'll count my blessings. It's because the memes, low-key memes was ass this year, right, guys? Yo, like, memes was so fucking ass this year. We need to lock in for next year. The brand raw was awful this year. Yeah, I got bad. Do you guys think Michael Jackson looks better with or without facial hair? Okay. Holy shit, bro. Yo, jump scare. Holy fuck. Wait, it's not a real photo. It's not a real photo, right? Yeah, without. I mean, to be fair, this is also like surgery Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Like post-surgery, post-fucking whole skin color change. He looks like he would kidnap kids at the children's hospital. Bro, the image I'll never forget is his mugshot. Like back in 2003. Yo, this is bad, bro. This is bad. They had to use the brightest, whitest lights on him. My God. Hold on, let me see if I can do the same face. Nah, not that accurate. That hurts to look at. Even worse. Yeah, who looks better, me or this version of MJ? Post all the fucked up surgeries. Come on, bro. Like, let's be so serious, y'all. Bro, look at y'all's glaze. Like, come on. Let's be so serious. Not gonna lie, MJ. That version MJ. You, Tommy. At least we got like 2 people. He looks like Jeff the Killer. Wait, why does he... He dead ass does. He dead ass does. He looks like a Labubu with facial hair. Is the facial hair in the room with us right? Like, is this even real facial hair? This looks like it's fucking like photoshopped or like surgically put facial hair. I don't even know at this point. That might be where the image comes from, maybe. Bro thinks he's in Kung Fu Panda. Or he is Kung Fu Panda.
US, I started eating at a Chinese restaurant. The owner was, for me, Master Shifu. When I used to go there, eventually the owner fell in love with me. And he said, that kid is special. And I would come to him, and before I would eat, he would move all of the tables, and he would teach me Kung Fu. And I was 10 years old, so I learned how.
I believe it, boss.
With like Kung Fu, you know?
Yeah.
And we came to the US, I started eating at a Chinese.
Bro, I low-key miss when, like, Kung Fu and karate had aura. Like, nobody does it anymore. Bro, when I was younger, y'all, I remember being in karate classes for like a year. My ass. I remember the first time I destroyed 5 of them planks. I went crazy. I was like, bro, I'm the next fucking like Poe. I'm the next Dragon Warrior. I'm gonna teach you how to do it though. I'm gonna show you how I did it. It was 5 planks right there. You have to put all your energy. You go, whew! They told you to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have your palm, because the energy travels through the palm. You know what I mean? Travels through the palm, through the wood. Do a karate kick? I bet. Bro, I haven't done it in a minute. Get ready, get ready. Wait, is the music still on? Oh, no, it's not. Woo! Yeah, that was calm. Bro, that was so calm. How do y'all not think that was calm? That shit was ass. Alright, I got y'all with another one. You're lucky I'm even giving you another one. Woo! I can go higher for real. Like, I'm not trying to go too crazy. Because I can do, like, the dragon locust kick and shit, but you in your prime would have been better. This shit was even worse. Yo, if I dead ass, like, bro, I was a purple belt, alright? I was halfway to a black belt. So, like, if I really finish it, y'all, and then, like, if I had another year, I would have whooped any of y'all. Let's take a moment to admire the beauty of musical genius Dax. Wow, so you're saying what? The woman has to be a problem? So you go from 99 to 100? Like, that's really Dax. And I was a Dax fan. Bro, I was ride or die Dax. I had Dax tatted on the back of my arm. Okay. What the fuck is this AI? W. Tucker. Tucker, when you ask him if he cares about his fans and he'll ever be consistent with his streams. My name is not Tucker. What the fuck? This is actually terrible. This is actually fucking terrible. Tommy ass bars.
Around, how you gonna get around that? That shit was ass.
Crazy how you crashed out. I should have knew it was something when she wouldn't let y'all do her makeup and get her wig combed out.
Loki, that wasn't that bad. Hold up. I could see the vision.
Then it was the boss. I guess she called off work.
Because last night, her boss gave her that dick that hurt. That's what she could have said. Just saying.
Mama made me this headband. From what I understand, your mama made you. What the fucking do-do?
Okay, that was actually, I'm not gonna lie, that was hard to watch. That last one was hard to watch. Holy fuck. No, that's bad. What the fucking dude? Yo, what is this fucking video, bruh? What is this gif? Oh shit. Didn't mean to press that. At least they're first with God. This is why Oklahoma's 50th in education. Look at the floors. Wait, what is on? Oh, no, it's a book. Oh my god, I'm dumb as fuck. Yo. I'm either dumb as fuck or fat as fuck. My ass thought that was a pizza. Oh, shit. That's so sick, dude. No, that's actually so fucking sick. But I mean, in college, you gotta get used to that. Like, if you're in high school right now, I'm telling you, bro, just expect to see, like, a condom out and shit. Just like a used one. At least every once in a while. What is this? Here's what it really represents. 47th in education, 45th in healthcare, 44th in median household income, 43rd in life expectancy, 1st in incarceration rate, 2nd in teen pregnancy, 3rd. Nigga, is this Gotham City? What the fuck is going on in Oklahoma, bro? How do you survive? Is there nothing Oklahoma's good at? You're gonna have a real Oklahoma come up talking about, well, Oklahoma ranks #1 in gun rights, Second Amendment. We even let, as soon as a second out the womb, a newborn can buy a brand new AK-47U. Right out the womb. Over here, we don't discriminate to the disabled. A mentally impatient person can also hold a gun. You goddamn. So yeah, God bless Oklahoma. Y'all need it. Yo! This I feel like this actually sums up Oklahomans in a nutshell, bro. How do you even say this? Firstert? It's not even first. One RD with God. You can't even say that. Third with God. Where third with God? What? Yeah. Why does that actually sound like some shit that they would like? I could hear. I could see. Hold on. Let me see. Yo, Oklahoma housing probably cheap as fuck though. Yo, all the states where like nobody wants to live in, you could probably buy a mansion there for like $2. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really want to live how the boomers used to live, let me see. What's like what's their capital? What's the place like? What's the place where you can do anything in Oklahoma? Oklahoma City, I guess, because that's the capital. Okay, Oklahoma City or Tulsa probably. I'm just gonna go. Oh, it's Oklahoma City's fairly rich for real. Let me see. Bro, you could buy a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom for $249,000. That is actually fucking insane, bro. And this looks like a good house. I'm not gonna lie. This is the type of prices we should have, like, nationwide. Not no fuck-ass state like Oklahoma, nigga. Ain't nobody try to live in Oklahoma, bro. Yo, imagine, y'all. Could you imagine, like, bro, okay, really think of it, y'all. Y'all, really think of it for a second. This is dead ass how the boomers used to fucking live, bro. Because to us, $250K, I feel like with Gen Z, especially for somebody making, like, let's say a 6-figure salary, like, you really, like, are smart and shit. Bro, this is the type of prices they used to fucking have for houses and shit. Now, on average, if you want to live in the places people at least like, you're getting some shit for $500K or above that, or $750K. Texas and Florida have similar prices. Yeah, I know. That's literally the only places, like, people maybe would move. Right? Like, out of all the southern states, like, Texas and Florida, that's it. Nowhere else. Nobody else is going anywhere else. 4-bedroom, 3-bath, fucking $415,000. This don't look bad. It actually looks really cool. It's a damn shame, though, bro. Yeah, I ain't moving there. Fuck it, let's move to New York City. Okay. I found a condom in my class Texas a month or so ago. Thankfully, it was unopened, but damn if it wasn't. But damn if I wasn't disappointed. Okay. Despicable Me assholes. How many more streams will it take for Thomas Chad to bully me as much as Los Polos? Bro, I don't get... Y'all don't bully me. How long till it gets to the point as bad as Los Polos or Prime Queso? We do. You know what? I'm done. Y'all don't fucking bully me, bro. Stop playing with me. Damn, I didn't do nothing. All right. Just leave bro alone. Fuck is this? Why is it not loading?
Not an animal control officer.
Okay, this dude just looks like he's done with life. Holy shit.
Think your wife come home every day like, oh, I want to fuck this little animal catching motherfucker? Hell no. She want the sheriff's. Yo, badge number on it, bro.
My badge number is actually 44. That is
man,
not
nobody give a fuck about your badge number.
Bro, why is he getting inflamed? What did he do?
What? Talking about? I know your name. That's all I need because you don't have.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and assume. I don't know, bro. Did some fucked up shit.
A badge number. You're not a real cop. They gave you a flashlight and a fucking camera, nigga. You can't even arrest me.
Damn.
They did not give me this flashlight item.
Yo, why is he talking back? I would have just closed the window. I would have just closed the window.
Bro,
this is the type of roasting I get at the middle school table. I'd be like, all right, bro. I'm not. I can't be in this. I'm going to the next table.
They don't give a fuck about you, bro. They didn't even give you no flashlight. So if they wouldn't have gave you that, you wouldn't have nothing on your vest, bro. They sent you out here like that.
Imagine real quick. This all you see? Guys, I'm gonna have to turn off my body cam for a second. I'm gonna have to turn off my body cam for a second. Yo, who knows Chad Thundercock, bro? Have y'all been seeing edits of that one officer? Hold up. Who knows what I'm talking about? Y'all don't know who Chad Thundercock is? I think that's his name. Bro, there's this one officer that's going viral. Let me see if I can find it. Thunder what? You heard me. I forgot his name. They call him... Oh, Cassius Thundercock. That's his name. Cassius Thundercock, y'all. Wholly unemployed. Yo, is this unemployed activities? See, look.
Who is this officer that never turns on his body cam? This is Cassius Thundercock, and he has an insane jawline.
Bro, this is fucking bad, bro. Yo, this is fucking bad, bro. Yo, they be saying his body cam has been off since Nam, y'all. his body cam been off since fucking the 2000s. Yo, this the last thing you see, bro. At 2 a.m. getting pulled over before getting slimed out, bro, on the south side of Chicago.
He pulls everyone over and asks them to step out of their vehicle. Do you think Cassius will ever turn on his body cam? Who is this officer that never...
Nah, yeah, I know what's crazy though, bro. Yeah, tell me why when we were first like driving here, right? I was with my friends, and then when we drove to like move here, right? When we drove to move here to Texas, and we were in the middle. Fuck, I'm trying to remember the path. What state? Let me see the path. Yeah, yo, I'm pretty sure. Okay, we either drove through. It was either Virginia, West Virginia, or Tennessee or some shit. But my friend was going like 120 like a dumbass in my car because I was sleeping in the back. We were just doing rotations of who was driving here. Bro, the dude that pulled over our friends, bro, had the craziest southern accent I've never fucking heard. Like, it was one of them like fucking like 1930s type of accents. Not like some crazy shit, bro. And we were like, yeah, this might be the time we get slimed out. Might be GG's, bro. He was like, how do I explain it? I want to see if I can find a video of it. But it's one of those ones like, do y'all have your do y'all have everything on? I can't exactly do it, bro. But it was ridiculous, bro. Some shit like you don't normally hear. It's not like a normal Southern accent. And at that moment, bro, we could have got fried. But, I mean, luckily my friends got a ticket, and then we just moved on. But with the Buck Toemeter accent, it was worse than that. I'm telling you, it was worse than that. They can really actually be nice, though, and let you off with a warning. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, my friend was being a dumbass. They were going like 130 in like a 70-mile-per-hour area. But to be fair, it was like 2 a.m. We were all doing night shifts driving, all right? We were all doing night shifts. I wasn't driving. Keep in mind, I wasn't driving. My friend was driving. It was 2 of us. Actually, my friend's car got pulled over. It wasn't my car, but like we were all talking because we had one car. We were kind of communicating like a radio, like just having some fun on some shit. And yeah, I think they just got a ticket. I don't know how the fuck you didn't get arrested. Yo, is 130 doing 130 to 70 miles per hour? Can you get arrested for that? That's bad, bro. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty bad. That's pretty fucking bad. Maybe bro just let us off because it was like 2 a.m. Like it was obviously nobody on the road. And we're in like going on a stranded fucking highway. Alright, y'all. We're gonna get to reacts. Use the bathroom real quick, I'll be back. Alright. At Sario, get to gumming. Yo, like, y'all, bro, what the fuck? Stay gone longer. Why do y'all love that shit so much? Alright. Let's get shit started. The 7 Levels of Humor by Saint Don. Go sub to him, because very underrated channel. Very funny guy. Let's go and see this.
And at 17% African American, I am not from Wakanda. I'm from like...
Fuck, I know this clip. God damn it. God damn it. How many people know this clip? What's that one? Yeah, y'all. What's that one praying gif? We gotta watch it. Legalized comedy. Okay, I think you're thinking of a different clip. It's not the same clip. Might be as bad as it.
Wakanda.
Are you all alright?
And the fact that that was at like a real comedy show is the worst thing. Bro, I could not do a comedy show though. I respect people for who actually try it. Cause bro, I know my ass would be on stage just like getting fucking nervous. I'd be like, so guys, what do we think of, damn. And then I'd just be cooked. I know this one too.
No, you are all left.
You know, they say that humor is subjective. So it's a good thing I'm the subject and I'm gonna tell you that shit was awful. I've constructed 7 levels of humor in comedy, with 1 being the most primal and nonsensical humor. And 7 being intellectual jokes that deserve to be a higher level. Is this how you do a 7 levels? I don't know, but we're gonna go with
Yo, y'all remember when, Who remembers when Rick and Morty fans thought they were like the funniest people on the internet? Bro, that used to be a whole thing. They used to be on the internet talking about, you gotta be a high caliber to understand Rick and Morty jokes. It's like, bro, shut your ass up, bro. Shut your... And it's crazy because now Rick and Morty just fell the fuck off. Like, nobody, like, genuinely nobody even watches Rick and Morty anymore. Which, I think Rick and Morty used to be funny, bro. It used to be so unique, bro. It used to be so good. And then, I don't know, bro. It just became unfunny, bro. South Park is better. South Park is definitely better. Like, South Park easily... I feel like there was a point where Rick and Morty was getting bigger than South Park. But then South Park came in. They started, like, being creative, adding more different shit. And it's still, like... It went ahead of it, you know? Like with Family Guy's, Simpsons, and everything else. Family Guy can be funny at times, weirdly. Like, sometimes modern Family Guy, it's like, okay, they did that joke pretty funny. But, like, nowadays, Family Guy is more like, it just seems kind of like a family... No pun intended. Like a family-friendly cartoon. Like, they don't really be trying to do, like, edgy jokes or anything, or be going crazy and shit. They just kind of, like, try to toe the line, because I feel like they know... They probably just... They don't care as much. Say that again? Okay.
Level 1. This is what I call the primal level. This is the most nonsensical level, and it also transcends language. You don't need to set up a punchline or even a wrinkle in your brain, smooth head ass nigga. An example of this would be laughing at somebody falling over. Why do we laugh at this? Who knows? I ain't doing all that research. But there's really something about watching somebody's misfortune that just brings me joy.
It depends, bro. Obviously, it can be funny at times seeing somebody just, like, be clumsy, bro. But the worst people is people that make that their whole fucking humor. Bro, Lele Pons Prime was the worst shit of all time. She, like, her straight up her humor was just her falling. Like, nothing else, bro. And it's like, you can do it every once in a while. You can't do it every time. Like, you're from the 40s? Yeah, deadass. That's the type of humor they would laugh at, like, in the 1930s with silent films, because they had no audio. So, like, they just, like, the way their humor was people doing goofy acts and shit. Like, yeah, we have the whole, you know, comedians. They write their material. You could do that. Different things. You know, it's not the same gimmick every time.
I know I'm not the only one that's like this too. I remember watching America's Funniest Home Videos, you know that show? Deadass just compilations of people receiving fatal injuries. Nothing more to it.
I feel like people just watched it back then too, because like there was nothing else to watch. Like, America's Funniest Videos in a way was kind of like a prelude to the internet. You know what I mean? Like, you just sat down and watched it with your family and shit. And then YouTube came out, and then you could watch people doing the cinnamon challenge, planking and everything. People were like, oh, we got unlimited America's Funniest Videos. Plus, people actually make videos on stuff. And then that whole thing died down. I used to watch America's Funniest Videos as a kid. Yeah, no, I used to be binging that shit, bro. Because we had the free TV, because we didn't have the paid cable. And, like, it used to come on this one channel. And it was, like, the best thing to watch, bro. I literally... What do you call a computer that has no gender, non-binary? Yeah, Mod's going to somebody's ass.
To prove why this is the lowest level, you could show, for example, the slowest person on Earth.
Where does the sun go when it get dark?
I don't have an answer for that.
You could show them a video of somebody slipping on ice and they're gonna crack up at that shit. And at this level, you find that most of the jokes happen on accident.
I feel like nowadays with those type of jokes, it's more like older generations where they be laughing at that shit.
And something about that.
I would have to kill you after that. I would dead ass have to kill you after that.
That just makes it even more funny. But then again, it's only really funny when you're not the victim. Story time. As a kid, I was playing soccer, right? It was a rainy day, and I got hit in the face by a ball that looks exactly like this. Shit felt like a fully primed charged shotgun right to my dome. I was suffering and niggas was looking at me like this. Evil world. But if I saw that, I know damn well I'm losing it.
Nah, when you were younger, bro, the way your homies would kind of just throw you under the bus after falling or do some shit, I never forget that, bro. I never fucking, like, I would never get help up, I'm not gonna lie. I would just fall, and they all just be dying laughing. No help. But we were kids. And if I'm being real, they probably do the same now still.
And at this level, you also
Yo,
find
mama's
things
so
like
fat,
loud
stop.
equals funny. which if you completely disagree with, you're just hating. You know, sometimes it is the case, but sometimes it's also just annoying.
A lot of people think I'm confident, but I'm actually just loud.
You know, not everybody needs to do stand-up, okay? Some people just need to stick to this first level. This level's stupid, but it's kind of beautiful, alright? It proves that joy is everywhere, even if it's in other people's misery. Level 2. This level is the fucking stain on the earth that is brain rot. This one is a level above because—
oh, brain rot should be level 0. Like, it should be negative whatever.
It requires a set level of prior knowledge and liquidation of the brain. If you were to show an 80-year-old man this,
garam mararam raraman mararaman dan madu dung 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 tak tuntung per—
bro, this just pisses me off. This is not funny. This is dead ass not fucking funny. Like, I want to take these things and just fucking smash them into walls. Put them in a grinder, put them in a trash bag, and have them loaded on to the next fucking trash arrival, and have it just sit in the landfill and be dead for life. That's how much this pisses me off.
You are not getting a giggle out of bro. But if you were to show this kid who's on his 41st 6-7 of the day, he'll laugh to an early grave. This is going so low because, you know, obviously it's not anything of substance. I don't have to explain that. Bro, like, what even is this shit, bro?
What the hell?
I don't know, but I'm low-key here for it because it's a cheap laugh. But I just can't give this level any credit because there's still no structure or timing, just— and this is funny.
Yeah, I can't even say nothing for real at like kids laughing at the brain rot shit, because in reality, if we were all kids, we'd probably be doing it, because the rest of the kids are doing it, so like everybody's gonna do it. Did we have some— yeah, we had MLG and shit like that.
Because it just so happens that somewhere along the way, we just collectively decided that—
bro, anybody saying not me, if you grew up as a Gen Alpha kid, you'd be laughing at this shit. You're just fucking lying, bro. That's like the same thing of saying— bro, like MLG, we were all laughing at MLG and stuff, and now we look back at it as like, okay, that was cringe. But like for the time when we were kids, you know, it was funny. Big Chungus, I didn't find Big Chungus funny. I didn't find Big Chungus funny. Loki, Big Chungus was like the Oppenheimer of like brain rot memes and shit, because it left Elon Musk stuck with that type of humor. Like he never moved out of it. Deadass, Elon Musk is still stuck on Big Chungus humor and Doge humor. Yo, I can't, like, Doge deadass made it into the government. Can y'all really think of that? Like, this nigga Loki ruins everything. Bro, Doge was, like, I remember Doge being such, like, a goated thing when I would play Roblox. Who remembers, like, anybody that played Roblox back then, who remembers, like, the Doge mask and shit in Roblox? Hold on, let me see if I can pull that up. He just ruined everything, bro. It was such a core nostalgia memory for me. Yeah, bro, I used to have a Doge outfit too. Bruh, yeah, people would walk around with this, bruh. People would walk around just like this. And it was fun at the time. Now it's completely ruined. But it was really lit. They exploited the image? Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, but do you have to get copyright image for like a dog? Like it's a dog. So I don't know. I don't know if you have to. Rip Doge. Oh my god, the dog died. That is sad. Yeah, rip.
Gibberish tomfoolery equals funny. I don't know. I can feel the literal micro tears in my brain as I continue to talk about this subject. You know, I can say all these negative things, but if you catch me at the right hour, I'm losing it off this.
Oh, we love it.
Love-hate relationship with this level, no more. Level 3. At this level, we have straight up just memes. If you operate at this level, you don't tell jokes, right? You just quote TikToks and Reels.
It's pretty normal.
I've got Riz, Livy done rizzing up baby Gronk.
Oh, no, hell no.
Spice what the dog doing, skip the toilet in real life only.
You can't really consider yourself a funny guy for using this one. You know, maybe your For You page just got it.
You know, I sometimes can't blame the older generations from being disconnected, because, bro, I don't be understanding shit in our generation. It's like, if I don't understand it, I can understand them not understanding it. Like, all of those were actually understood all those words actually, now that I think of it. But, like, the Italian brain rot shit, I didn't even understand. I still don't understand it. I don't know, like, apparently there's, like, 50 different types of variants of them. Am I supposed to know all of the variants? The only one I know is the tongue Sahar. That's it.
But you have made it past laughing at people's misfortune and brain disease, and now you've become a human soundboard. I sound like I'm hating right now, but literally everybody uses this level. And let me elaborate because I feel like I didn't really explain what this level is. It's using memes and conversation as like references rather than, you know, just memes by themselves.
I know, that's fine.
Anyways, memes are funny. That's sort of like their whole thing. And it's tough when somebody pulls out a good reference.
Sick reference though, bro. Oh, thanks, bud. Dude, your references are out of control. Everyone knows that.
The reason why it's so low is because it doesn't really require creativity. It's easy to just bring out memes. Obviously, sometimes you can be creative with it, but people be doing too much with that.
Copy lane mechanism into frat flick into 6-7.
I just had to hold off for a second, bro. I was about to punch my fucking monitor. I'm low-key tearing up right now. At how beautiful this is! Yeah, this man probably pays taxes. Looks probably like 22, 23. Come on, dog. We gotta move on.
Shoddy emote, frat snap.
Okay, but it also incorporates the aspect of timing and delivery. But everything else, you're not really creating a joke. You're just saying something that people have already agreed is funny. I stay spamming memes in my videos, so, you know, this is a little confronting. But true story, the other day I saw a guy sitting like this, and I thought to myself, bro, it's not Quandale Dingle.
It's Quandale Dingle here.
And hit one of these. I deadass felt disappointed in myself for that, but I did realize a cheap laugh is still a laugh. Another reason why I put this here is because I don't really laugh at memes, at least not really a full laugh. I just giving the quick little exhale out of your nose, like this. But this level is still respectable. Level 4. Cringe humor. Okay, arguably the worst level here, but to explain it, it doesn't really make sense, sort of just laughing.
Somebody's gonna say, guys, this is Tommy! This is Tom. I know somebody's gonna say it.
And people being cringy on purpose, but everyone uses it. Everyone does it. You may have hit a couple what the Sigmas started Naruto.
I've never hit a what the Sigma, and I can flex that. All right, y'all have hit what the Sigmas and stuff. So look, like 3 people just spammed it in chat, bro. I can't be asked. Tommy just hit it. No, I didn't. I have to do the hand motion with it.
Posing or something, or one of these.
What the?
Whatever, you get the idea. This is a pretty common level. I've seen a couple TikTok trends that operate at this level too, like whatever this shit is.
Oh nah.
The reverse, though.
This is another one where I don't really know where the funny is being stored. My theory is that it all goes back to Jim Carrey, who in fact did irreversible damage to comedy and cultivated millennial humor. Oh no.
Okay, I didn't even think of that, bro. Yeah, fucking Jim Carrey was the Oppenheimer shit, because he was just known as the actor that made funny faces. But like he was an actor. He was acting it out. Like if you're not an actor, then it's not gonna work for you. Jim Carrey actually does right. I mean, yeah, he's the originator, but he literally just does it in roles and shit. And his face just like, I don't know, his face looks malleable. Like you can just make any face somehow.
Do you smell that?
But I'm not gonna go into that right now. Bro, but proper cringe when it's not for the funnies, that shit hurts. Alright, secondhand embarrassment is not a joke. Like, just look at this clip. Just...
I know this clip.
Something about... But I really like try not to cringe challenges, because at least for me, they're more like try not to laughs.
Bombastic side, bro. Okay, let's go.
It gets better. And if you don't already know, I'm on my intellectual arc. So for this level, I'm proposing my theory for 3 acts relating to cringe humor. Number 1, Reddit accent. Alright, the Reddit accent is hard to explain, so just listen.
He looks like a freaking Kex worker.
Nah, I know this one.
Well, if you freaking worked at Kex, maybe you'd realize it's actually a pretty cool establishment.
Any vocals with these mannerisms, that is a byproduct of cringe humor. Next.
I feel like everybody, bro, does everybody here... Okay, do you now, or did you have somebody you knew in high school like that? There's 3 people I knew like that in high school. I swear. Exactly like the Reddit type of fucking people, man. That shit was ridiculous, bro. I don't know that many people. What the... What does that mean? I'm not saying you have to personally know them. I'm saying you just seen them. It still happens now. I'm a senior in high school. Oh yeah, it's never gonna die down. That's like, Bro, it was even worse for me considering like this was going on in peak brain rot humor, or not brain rot, but what do they call it? I guess Reddit humor at the time, like Chungus and all. Do you know the way was trending? Oh my god, bro. Remember one time, bro? I can't tell bro was like in the sped class or what, but like I just saw somebody T-posing and I was like, wow, bro, like are we serious?
2. Voice lines. When you purposefully demonstrate audio clips that have been deemed cringe, you're operating at this level of cringe humor.
We are Ohio in Ohio, all in Ohio.
So every ooh or baka.
Chat, explain our friend group. Yeah, you know what? Just because of that joke, I might be a part of their group. What if I said, chat, explain our community? Okay, so Sussy Baka. Only an O word, Baka. We are Maine. Holy shit, this is terrible. This is actually like, this is rage inducing. Oh god. Oh god.
You hit. That was me, by the way, that hit them voice lines, just saying. So every one of these voice lines you hit purposefully, that's cringe humor. Damn, I said 3, but I can't be asked thinking of the 3rd one. Forget, nigga. Level 5. Irony. This is jokes about jokes, humor that is bad on purpose, so technically cringe humor, but that's its own level for...
Is it crazy? I don't usually find irony type of humor funny. Like, in the way, like... What's a good example? What did he just show? Why'd I kind of forget? I don't know. Sometimes it can be funny, but a lot of times I'm just like, oh, okay. Like maybe the first or second time, but after that's not funny.
Some reason. But allow me to give you some examples of ironic humor. Something like playing a weird character as a joke. For example, this.
You also want to tell me to straighten my shit. Press my
okay, yeah, no, okay. This is fine. This can be funny. I was talking about like the irony. How do I explain it? I don't know. I'll see it. If I see it, I'll explain it.
With an iron. How ironic. Seems like just last week I was flying down your block, pressing your men with the iron.
Or the better example being purposefully cringe.
Okay. Is that irony? Is that what we call an irony now? Bro, he's just throwing it back. What was ironic about it? My eyes. He is straight up arched over, throwing it back. There is no irony in this.
So we're just gonna go ahead and forget about level 4. Okay? Sorry. Ironic humor would also be these types of t-shirts with the shitty quotes on them. Like you obviously know that shirt is lame, but you still wear it because it's funny. Maybe except this one. When is it ever okay to wear?
No. Nah. Like surely it's cut off. Surely there's like, what even would you say? Wait, no, it can't be. What other word is there to fill in? Drape? Maybe he's a person that like puts up curtains and like he's saying there's no excuse. I can't even think of something that may pop up.
Wear this shirt in public.
Never.
Also, you know that thing that people do where they explain a joke that was bad to make fun of the joke? There's this one British guy on TikTok that goes, so what is done there is... Okay, let me just show you.
If your house is cold, just stand in the corner, because it's always 90 degrees there.
And what he's done there is, okay, so he's saying, if you're cold in your house, go to the corner because it's 90 degrees. But what he's conflictuating is, on a right angle, it's 90 degrees, like the angle is protracted up against it, it's 90 degrees, so obviously if it's 90...
Yeah, and also dad...
That is not funny, gang.
Jokes. I was considering giving dad jokes its own level, but I think it best falls under here because dad jokes, the whole thing with them is the fact that they're not really funny. I don't think anyone thinks they're funny.
Pretty funny, huh? It's like you're gonna unzip your table, huh? Just like the way you unzip your pants, huh?
Bro, it'd be so fucking stupid, bro. It'd just be funny because of that. That's the thing about dad jokes. Yo, like, it's funny, y'all. The guy that was showing me when I was touring the house recently, today, I was FaceTiming Caleb or whatever, right? To show him the house too, because he couldn't make it. And then, like, I pointed to the pool and he was there and he was like, "There's plenty of room here. We're all," or some shit. I was like, no, you gotta give like a calm little, like a little laugh. You know what I'm saying? Like a calm laugh on some shit, just like show, but like, yeah, well, it wasn't funny. You know, he's a cool guy. He's a cool guy.
Level 6. Satire and commentary. This is the level where humans developed a brain. Because now the humor is becoming a way of delivering a message. This is where you stop laughing at the world and start laughing through it. You're not just making jokes anymore, you're making points. You're taking something ridiculous, politics, influencer culture, brain rot, internet trends, and holding up a mirror that says, look at this. This is us.
Adrian.
Met my and they fell in love and they had Steven. Hi.
We
Steven
did
here.
this.
Am I live?
See, this is like low-key ruining my brain. Seeing something like this is just melting my brain.
Lil Sam. That was my hood accent. You heard me. I said like Lil Sam. And level 7, I just have people that write jokes. So people like stand-up comedians who aren't shit.
That's the best, right? We can agree with that.
Arnold Schwarzenegger finding an onion ring in his fries. What is this? I did not want an onion ring. I wanted fries.
Damn, it's over. It was a funny ass video. Hey y'all, go St. Don, man, go to sub to his channel, bro. Alright. But hold up. One second. Guys, why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. Bro, that didn't hit. Damn, I guess my comedy career is over. I thought I had a chance. I'm gonna be real, I just searched up dad joke and that was the first one that popped up. Why is this website called Safety First? 25 of our favorite. What do you mean Safety First? What the fuck? What is it like? Is there dad jokes about like slamming out a kid? I don't get it. Alright. But yeah. Anyways, if you're watching on the tube, make sure to join my Discord and watch the streams. Alright. To prepare yourself from ass jokes. I mean, I guess. Alright, next one. Next ones. What do you bring on your ski trip? A ski buddy? Ah, fuck. I was trying to be still longer and like trick out that I was frozen. Damn, that didn't work. Ah, what the fuck got in my eye, bro? Damn. What the? Yo! Bro, why the fuck did I actually just freeze? Yo, I'm freezing! Or am I? Wait, this is kind of concerning though. Why did that? Wait, what the fuck? Why did it just start freezing? He doing this shit intentionally? How would I even do this intentionally? My sound effects. Why is it not work? My sound effects not working. Oh, there we go. Wait, why did it take like 10 seconds to play it? Let me do it like 10 times. Okay, I think we're good. We get it? I just gotta test it just to make sure, y'all. Alright. I gotta fucking make sure. Alright, y'all. Let's get shit started. Next video we got. History's biggest cover-ups that have been finally revealed. Guys, the biggest cover-up is I've had this the afro the whole time. I'm gonna pull it off right now. That's what your ass probably thought I was gonna. That this video was gonna say. I was never gonna say that. Tommy's a clone. Holy shit. Blood and money scandal? What does that even mean? Tobacco's cover-up? Okay, y'all, can I be so dead ass? Can we talk, like, I'm sorry, they were dumb as shit back then. Because how did you not know inhaling smoke was going to give you, like, cancer? Like, just some type of disease. Like, genuinely, why were they so stupid? And the older generation be talking about we're stupid and shit. Bro. Like, come on now. How did none of y'all know smoking cigarettes 24/7, 8 a day was going to give you something? It's really crazy, y'all. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that in America they only ban like, didn't they only ban like you can't smoke in restaurants in like the 90s? Let me search it up. Or am I tripping? When did America ban smoking indoors? Pro. As the bans were implemented gradually at the state and local level starting in the 1990s and continuing into the 2000s. California was one of the first states to ban smoking in restaurants in 1995. Bro, so even if you didn't smoke yourself, you could just walk into a fucking restaurant and still get cancer from secondhand smoke. Like, what were you supposed to do? Genuinely, what were you supposed to do? So no wonder all the old people and shit are on Medicaid. Yo, they low-key needed it, bro. They low-key needed it. And it's so crazy now, y'all genuinely, like, older generations, they'd be like, oh, why is nobody drinking anymore? Or why is the younger generation not drinking anymore? Buddy, because maybe we can have fucking fun without drinking and shit. But to be fair, yeah, Gen Z does vape a lot more. You know? Gen Z does vape, but, like, bro, like, you don't have to drink every time you go out and stuff. You just have fun. Anyways, let's go and see this.
Caton Massacre. The Caton Massacre was The Caton Massacre was one of the darkest events of World War II, and for decades, it was also one of the most heavily covered up. In 1939, Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union invaded Poland and split the country between them. About 125,000 Polish soldiers, policemen, and officials were captured by the Soviets, and they were sent to special camps such as Kozelsk, Starobelsk, and Ostashkov, where the Soviet secret police, the NKVD, interrogated them. Many of them were educated people such as doctors, lawyers, professors, etc., because Polish law required university graduates to serve as reserve officers. Then, on March 5th, 1940...
Yo, military law was so fucked back then, because your ass really had to serve. What are, like, the main countries you have to, like, still serve and you're required? I know South Korea, you have to. I mainly just know that because, like, BTS had to, like, announce they weren't making music for, like, 2 or 3 years or some shit. In North Korea. Yeah. Taiwan, oh my god. Bro, I seen videos of, like, Taiwan, right? They literally fucking raffle. Like, they'll raffle people live in audience, and then people are, like, sitting there praying, hoping they don't, like, become one. And, like, they be happy as fuck when they don't get it. They're like, let's fucking go! Yeah, I feel like, let's say, like, America implemented, alright, you're required to get drafted now and just be in the military for, like, a year or two. Bro, imagine people, like, imagine a fucking bet. Some nigga betting out there on the internet if you're gonna get drafted or not. Oh my god, that'd be so dystopian, bro. Let me see if I can find it. They'd reintroduce it. I mean, in wartime, bro, 100%. Like, I feel like if... Actually, no. Like, even when 9/11 happened and the Iraq War happened, like, a draft didn't happen. You know, people... I think that America mainly relies on, like, people volunteering to be in the military, like, feeling patriotic and shit, and being like, nah, bro, we're serving. Alright? We're serving. Let me see. Taiwan. I don't think I'm gonna find the video. Oh, it was this. Hilarious reaction to avoiding military draft. Was that a fucking femboy? Bro, look, they be cheering, bro. I don't think it's very hilarious. Yeah, it is low-key fucked up. Yo, cause yo ass could really, bro. Yo, I would dead ass you. I would not be able to sleep that entire night, knowing I didn't get drafted. I'd be going crazy. I'd be going crazy.
Stalin and the Soviet leadership secretly ordered the execution of nearly 22,000 of these prisoners. The goal was to wipe out Poland's leadership and educated class, making it harder for the country to ever regain independence. Between April and May 1940, NKVD squads carried out the killings. Prisoners were shot one by one, usually in the back of the head, and buried in mass graves. In 1943, German forces occupying the Smolensk region found the graves at Katyn and announced the discovery. The Polish government in exile asked for an international investigation, but Stalin broke off relations with them and claimed the Germans had carried out the killings in 1941. From then on, the Soviet Union pushed the lie that Katyn was a Nazi crime. Western governments, needing Stalin's cooperation.
So they betrayed them? He slimed his mans out.
During the war, avoided challenging him openly, even though British and American officials privately suspected or knew the truth. The cover-up lasted until 1990, when Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev finally admitted responsibility and released secret documents showing that Stalin and his top officials had signed the order.
And there was probably mad conspiracy theories back then too, like they did it. Bro, it's so crazy, y'all. Like, the government only, like, a lot of governments, right? But I'll say the US government too. They'll only release some shit like when everybody's fully confirmed, yeah, this probably happened. Like, I guarantee y'all, even with like 9/11, all the conspiracy theories, give it like 20 or 30 years and like a bunch of them are going to be confirmed that people think happened. And then now they're like, nah, you're crazy. Except the Epstein files. I mean, I'm pretty sure soon they're going to like be voting on them, right? I don't know about that. I don't know how the fuck they would cover that up. Because this is like live in 4K. Because, bro, everybody, first off, you cannot tell me, bro, everything that came out on, like, the day he, quote-unquote, ended himself, right? You cannot tell me that was a sane, totally, 100% normal, unaliving. I'm trying to make sure not to get demonetized on YouTube. But, bro, all of the fucking coincidences that happened when he killed himself, man, like, come on, dog. If it's one or two things, fair enough. It's like 7 or 8 things that happened at one time. One fucking time. Talking about, oh, the guards were sleeping. The backup tape was erased. The backup tape of the backup tape was erased. Like, damn, bro! How many fuck-ups can happen? It was? What are you talking about? Ignore the red dot on my forehead? Bro, like, that shit is so ridiculous, man. But I definitely would not be surprised if they released in like 30 or 40 years that, yeah, Epstein didn't actually end himself, bro. And it was, I don't know, it was just confirmed an assassination by somebody in the government or something like that.
Later, Boris Yeltsin released more files, including proof that Soviet leaders had destroyed evidence in the 1950s. Still, not all records have been made public, and Russia has refused to call the massacre a genocide. Ford Pinto.
Of course they don't.
On May 28, 1972, Mrs. Gray was driving with 13-year-old Richard Grimshaw in their new Ford Pinto. The car had only been on the road for 6 months, but already had problems. While traveling from Anaheim to Barstow, they were hit from behind by a Ford Galaxy going about 30 miles per hour after braking. The crash caused the Pinto's fuel tank to rupture, and the car burst into flames. Mrs. Gray died a few days later from her injuries, and Richard suffered severe burns that required many surgeries and skin grafts. In court, experts explained that the rear impact pushed the fuel tank forward, where bolts punctured it. Gasoline then sprayed into the car and ignited.
Oh my god, is it gonna turn out like the engine was fucked up and they just lied about it?
After a 6-month trial, the jury found Ford responsible. Then, a few years later, Ford faced another trial after 3 teenagers in Indiana died when their Pinto was rear-ended by a van and exploded. This time, Ford was charged with reckless homicide. The company was...
Yeah, this is exactly why nobody trusts Ford cars. I'm telling y'all, bro, it's something about American car brands that just be so, like, different from all over the world. Like, genuinely, all of the cars, y'all, the majority of... Bro, the most popular cars in America are not even, like, Ford or anything, right? Like, the Honda Civic, Honda Civic, Toyota Camry, fucking... I think even Tesla's now, like... No, Tesla's an American car, though, but it's an electric car, so, like... BMW... And the South Ford is popular. Obviously, yeah, well, like, the F-150s, I'm not gonna lie. If Ford did not have the F-150 in their trucks, it'd be GG's. And you can't tell me otherwise. It'd be G fucking G's. And even then, you might as well just get a Toyota Tundra or something. Like, you might as well just get that. It'll probably give you less problems in the long run. But everybody I know that's had a Ford car has had some type of problem with it. Like, it's never been good. Especially the older ones. Oh my god, the older ones.
Not convicted, but the fact that a major corporation stood trial for homicide was seen as historic in holding companies accountable. In reality, Ford decided not to change the Pinto's design, even though crash tests had shown the fuel tank could rupture in rear-end collisions over 30 miles per hour. Engineers knew that—
I was about to say 30 miles per hour, by the way, y'all, like getting rear-ended, you could survive that. So a lot of these, in these cases, bro, they basically died for no reason because of Ford's negligence.
Problem could be fixed, such as by adding a rubber bladder to the tank at a cost of about $11 per car, but management rejected the change after— Yo,
these companies be so fucking slimy, nigga. $11? You couldn't pay $11? It's crazy because they probably would have saved a lot more doing this than paying all of these lawsuits out from people. They were literally just being pieces of shit for no fucking reason. And then you're gambling with people's lives also, man. I'm telling y'all, bro. There's a reason why Ford got the reputation it does. I didn't even know about this, bro. But all I know is everybody told me when I first started looking for a car, they was like, just don't get a Ford. just don't fucking get one. Just get anything else, basically.
Cost-benefit study concluded it was cheaper to
$11. Now that's affecting our bottom line.
The study calculated that preventing 180 burn deaths, 180 serious injuries, and 2,100 destroyed cars would save about $49.5 million, while fixing all 11 million cars and 1.5 million trucks would cost $137 million.
Bro, in the long run, that's not even a lot. Like, that's basically double the amount and some change. They could literally afford that. But I think they also don't understand this affects the way people look at the cars. Like, if now it's basically the reputation of Ford is nobody fucking wants one other than like the trucks and shit. Like, that's literally the only thing people get. Because of shit like this, now you got a bad reputation, bro. And in the long run, people don't even buy it anymore.
This decision came to light in 1977 when journalist Mark Dowie published his article, Pinto Madness. During the Grimshaw trial, former Ford executive Harley Kopp testified that he had raised safety concerns but was forced into early retirement. His testimony, along with internal documents like the Grush and Sonby memo, showed how Ford knowingly put a dangerous car on the market. The jury awarded $125 million in punitive damages, slightly more than the $124 million Ford had made in Pinto profits up to that point. Blood money scandal.
God damn, bro. You know the sad thing about things like that too? It's like a bunch of people passed away because they're negligence, and all they had to do was like pay that fee, and then they just moved on. Like, the company execs are still unlimited rich. You know what I'm saying? They're just sitting there in their fucking towers like, oh, time to move on, eh? Just a little fine. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's keep. Like, that's just so crazy to me, bro. That's fucked up, man. Rest in peace to the people who died from that.
The blood money scandal was one of the worst medical disasters of the late 20th century, affecting tens of thousands of people around the world. Hemophilia A is a genetic disorder that prevents blood from clotting properly. To treat it, patients were given injections of factor VIII, a clotting protein made from donated human plasma. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, before HIV and hepatitis C were fully understood or tested for, much of this plasma came from high-risk groups such as prisoners, drug users, and men who had sex with other men.
So they basically picked the people that are most likely to have these type of STDs or diseases. That is essentially who they picked. Like, you could not possibly pick the worst group of fucking people to get it. They could not found just some people that aren't at risk of getting these things. Who would have guessed?
Plasma from thousands of donors was pooled together, which meant that if even one person carried a virus, the whole batch could be contaminated. By 1982, doctors noticed that some hemophiliacs were developing a strange immune deficiency, which was soon identified as AIDS. Then, in January 1983, an internal letter at Bayer's Cutter Biological Division admitted there was strong evidence that AIDS could be spread through plasma products. By March, the CDC publicly warned that clotting factors seemed to be responsible for AIDS among hemophiliacs. For this exact reason, some other companies started making...
Bro, imagine getting fucking AIDS because the doctor got blood from somebody like a drug user. That is... Bro, oh my God.
Making heat-treated factor VIII that could kill viruses. However, despite knowing the risks, Bayer and other companies kept selling the untreated medicine for months, and in some cases, years. Cutter was the last of the major firms to get US approval for its heat-treated product in February 1984. By 1985, the old untreated product could no longer be sold in Western countries, so companies began selling it in Asia and Latin America instead.
What?
Later documents showed that Cutter told foreign distributors to use up stocks of the unsafe product before moving to the safer version.
Bro, you know the sad thing too? It's like people got trust in like doctors and medical groups. And then some shit like this could just happen. And you don't know. Man, that is... It was a pharmacy company, not the doctor. Okay, yeah, I mean, I don't suspect the doctors to be doing... But yeah, a company. Even like a lot of people trust like a pharmaceutical company. Like let's say... I don't know, like Walgreens or something was doing this. People are like, what? Like, you go to get a shot and they give you, I don't know, AIDS by accident. People are like, what? Nah, Walgreens would never do that to me. Come on. Like, you went to go get a COVID shot and they accidentally mixed it with, like, a prisoner's, or, like, a fent user's drugs, and then now you got, like, AIDS or some shit, or a disease. They're like, oh, my bad, y'all. And then guess what you get? In a class settlement lawsuit action happens, they win it, and then you get, like, $20 for it. You get your half of it is like $20 and you're left with a lifetime of AIDS. Wow. Like, I feel like these companies, like, with stuff like this, you need to see high-level arrest. Because so many times they get away with stuff like this. Like, you need to see the CEO. The people that mainly knew about it need to get fucking arrested. I don't want to hear no fucking payout and shit. Bro, if I'm somebody with AIDS that got it from a doctor that was clearly knew I was going to potentially get it, they need to get arrested and be in prison for life.
While publicly insisting it was not dangerous. Soon after, hemophiliacs in places like Hong Kong, Taiwan, and Latin America started testing positive for HIV. The damage was enormous. In the US, between 6,000 and 10,000 hemophiliacs were infected with HIV, and thousands more with hepatitis C. In total, tens of thousands of hemophiliacs worldwide contracted life-threatening infections. Governments and courts all over the world later launched inquiries and trials. In the US, for example,
I hope every single one of them got, like, arrested.
4 companies agreed to pay $660 million to more than 6,000 victims. One U.S. health advocate...
So let's see, how much do you get for that? $660 million? I mean, you still are left with, like, AIDS and HIV for life. Bro, to me, like, no money can fix the amount of, like, you're stuck with that forever, bro. And that's, like, a hard thing to convince. Like, imagine you're trying to be with, like, I don't know, your spouse for life. You're gonna pass that potentially to your kids and shit, and then, like, your spouse, too. How much did he say? All right, 600. So let's do this divided by 6,000. Okay, so so you do get a good amount of money. I'm not gonna lie. So each person gets 110,000. To me, that's not worth it. Like, y'all, is it worth it to get AIDS for $110,000? I'm good, bro. I'm fucking good on that. Like, if it was like maybe $5 million, I'd be like, nah. Even then, I wouldn't. Even that, bro. It's your health. I'm not gonna gamble with my health. Absolutely not. Hell no.
Kit later said that the internal documents were the most incriminating he had ever seen. Downing Street memos. In July 2002, senior members of the British government met at 10 Downing Street to talk about Iraq. A memo from that meeting, written by Matthew Rycroft, caused a huge scandal. It recorded what the head of MI6 reported after visiting Washington. He said that President George W. Bush had already decided to remove Saddam Hussein by force, and that the reason for war would be built by linking terrorism to weapons of mass destruction. The most scandalous part was that Dearlove said that the intelligence and facts were being fixed around the policy. Foreign Secretary Jack Straw admitted the reasons for war were weak. He said Saddam still had some weapon capabilities, but his power was smaller than countries like Libya, Iran, or North Korea, and he was not threatening nearby nations. Attorney General Lord Gold—
Bro, and it's crazy because I feel like we had we did have social media back then, but it wasn't as popular, right? Like the Iraq war going on would have definitely got exposed a lot more, and a lot more people would have been against it. Like a lot of people were for it because like they were like, oh, fuck them. You know, like they did 9/11. Their leaders did 9/11 and shit. And then the whole country just got raided, bro. And all of the Middle East just got motherfucking fucked forever. And it still hasn't recovered.
Goldsmith warned that invasion had no clear legal basis, since international law did not allow regime change on its own. One idea they talked about was to demand that Iraq let UN inspectors back in. If Saddam refused, it could give them political and legal cover to start a war. The memo also showed that US forces had already started small attacks months before Congress officially voted on war, called spikes of
what the fuck?
Activity against Iraq to put pressure on the regime. While all of these decisions were being made in private, they said to the public that no final decision had yet been made. The document was leaked to journalist Michael Smith and published in the Sunday Times in May 2005, 2 years after the end of the war. Its release, just before UK elections, caused a storm in Britain. In the US, major media at first ignored it, but it spread quickly on blogs and later entered congressional debate.
Bro, like the media back then was so... Bro, like it was... Everybody was still watching all the major news networks and shit, and they all defended it because, like, that's just what they were told. Bro, in a way, I feel like the same thing would have happened, bro, with, like, fucking Israel and Palestine, bro. Bro, you could already see how the media be acting and how much bias they had, like, towards Israel, saying, like, oh, Israel's right in everything they were doing. People would have dead-ass been like, yeah, like, it's fine back then. If you took, like, the war happening, put in, like, 2005, people would be like, yeah, why not? Fuck it. Let them do whatever, you know?
Congressman John Conyers and more than 100 other members of Congress demanded answers from the Bush administration. The White House and Tony Blair denied doing anything wrong. Bush just said it was not true that he had already decided on war in July 2002, and Blair said the intelligence was not fixed. British officials admitted the memo was real, but argued it did not show anything new. Tobacco industry's cover-up. In the early 1950s, the tobacco industry faced a crisis it had never seen before. While no one thought smoking would have been dangerous before, they actually thought it was healthy. More and more science—
Yo, these people are actually, like, I'm sorry, but it's just stupid as fuck. I still don't like, how do you think ingesting chemicals in you is gonna fucking be healthy for you? I don't understand it. Hold on, what did this dude say? Let me see it. Now I kind of want to see it because I didn't see it. You know what? That actually wasn't the worst. I was expecting way worse, to be honest. But hey, it was a little bit odd. It was a fun timeout.
Scientific studies showed that it caused lung cancer and other deadly diseases. For the first time, the survival of the industry was in danger. So in December 1953, the heads of the largest tobacco companies met at New York's Plaza Hotel to decide on what to do. They hired John Hill, head of the public relations firm Hill and Knowlton, who told them that denying the science would not work. Instead, the industry should look like it supported science, while quietly undermining the findings. The key idea was that if the public believed the science was uncertain, people would keep smoking. In January 1954, the companies launched a massive newspaper ad campaign called A Frank Statement. It said the industry cared about public health, promised more
Man, shut the fuck up. Bro. People just believed it back then? I mean, bro, like, I just don't understand it. It's like, so a disinformation campaign? It's crazy how, like, so much shit would have been solved if they just had social media back then. Like, governments nowadays are just so fucked, and companies, because we have social media, like, shit can be exposed in a snap. You know what I'm saying? And, like, eventually if it gets to the point where everybody realizes it's a fucking, you know what I'm saying? Whatever this company is doing is bad, they're just going to stop supporting it. They just boycott it. And then the company changes its track just like that instantly. I know they're mad as fuck, bro. I'm not going to lie. With social media, I know they're... Because they used to be able to hide so much shit.
Research and claimed there was no proof that smoking caused cancer. This was the start of what became known as the Tobacco Playbook. An internal R.J. Reynolds memo later summed it up pretty well. He said, doubt is our product. To create that doubt, the companies set up the Tobacco Industry Research Committee, or TIRC. It looked like an independent research committee, but was actually controlled by the industry. The TIRC paid for research that ignored the dangers of smoking, brought in scientists who doubted the smoking cancer link, and promoted studies that made—
Crazy thing is, I fully believe, like, these scientists knew it caused cancer. What do y'all think? Because they were just getting paid off, so they didn't really give a fuck. They're just like, oh yeah, no, like, they definitely knew. And that's the more evil part, considering that they fucking knew it was causing cancer and killing people. And they were like, all right, whatever. Yeah, so you want me to say it doesn't? All right. Smoking does not cause cancer. Everybody go ahead and grab your 5-year-old one. I try to do like the transatlantic accent. It's pretty hard, but you get the point.
Made the industry look good. Then, they also targeted the
They
media.
got cigarettes for free, probably?
Gave reporters lists of independent experts to quote, which made it look like a real debate was still going on. Many journalists, wanting to show both sides, treated the scientific consensus and the industry's claims as if they were equally valid. This misled the public into thinking the dangers of smoking were still uncertain, even though the evidence was already strong. Tobacco companies also used lobbying to block regulations, and they created fake movements that promoted the idea that smoking was an individual choice and that there shouldn't be regulations on it. The strategy worked. For decades, smoking rates stayed high, regulations were delayed, and millions kept smoking despite the evidence. This success made it so the strategy was used by other industries as well, such as the fossil fuel—
And y'all know how much shit like this is still going on in our government. The thing is, we know about it though now. Like, we a lot of times, like, we know what's going on, but we can't really do nothing. I think that's the worst part, bro. I think that's kind of why the trust in our government's just completely gone down, because we know bad shit is going on. Politicians get paid off, and what are we supposed to do? Like, vote them out, another politician comes in that's paid off by the same company or group.
One, to question climate science, the soft drinks industry, etc. Panama Papers. The Panama Papers were one of the biggest leaks in history. On April 3rd, 2016, more than 11.5 million documents came out, all from the Panamanian law firm Mossack Fonseca, which made its business out of setting up and running offshore companies. Having one of these offshore companies isn't always illegal, but the papers showed that many were actually used for fraud, tax evasion, money laundering, or to dodge international sanctions. The leak named 12 heads of state, 128 other politicians and public officials, and plenty of billionaires, athletes, and even criminals. Some cases showed straight-up corruption, like money from drug cartels, while others exposed conflicts of interest. Iceland's Prime Minister Sigmundur David Gunnlaugsson, for example, resigned after it came out that he and his wife secretly owned a company tied to Iceland's failed banks. Relatives of powerful leaders like Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping also showed up in the files. In total, about—
Yeah, it's not a surprise.
$2 trillion is thought to have moved through Mossack Fonseca.
2 fucking trillion, nigga? Bro, why were they just weren't audited? Nobody said nothing. They let this giant firm do everything and not get questioned. Yeah, you know what I think this is going— what organization I think this is going to happen with eventually? Especially now since it's more known in the US. Wait, what do y'all think I'm talking about? It's a government organization. It's a government organization. APAC, yeah. That shit, I'm telling you, bro, it's coming. I think they know the audit is coming. People got to see where that money's going. Like, what the politicians get told. How much they get motherfucking convinced to vote for this law, that law. People, eventually, y'all, I'm telling you. The truth always comes out. Might not be in the next couple years, but it'll definitely happen in our lifetime. I guarantee y'all it's going to happen in our lifetime. No doubt.
Network. The reaction was worldwide. In the UK, Prime Minister David Cameron faced heavy criticism after admitting his family had benefited from offshore holdings. Governments from Australia to Colombia opened investigations, and by 2019, more than $1.2 billion had been recovered. Back in Panama, the government—
1.2 billion after a trillion? You did, or 2 trillion? You did it. You did it. Oh my god, you really did your thing. Man, that shit is nothing, bro.
Denied being a tax haven and set up a review commission led by Nobel Prize-winning economist Joseph Stiglitz, but he later quit after Panama refused to guarantee transparency. Mossack Fonseca said it had been hacked and denied breaking any laws, but its reputation never recovered. So by 2018, the firm had shut down for good. Alfred Reddle's treason. Alfred Redl was one of the highest intelligence officers in the Austro-Hungarian Empire, and his job was to stop Russian spies and feed them false information. The problem was that, in reality, he was secretly working for Russia. From 19...
Damn, nah, spying back then really had to be crazy, and it's like every country definitely has spies, but it's like, what the fuck can you do? America definitely got spies for sure. 100% we got spies, no doubt. Like, just like locked in the country, locked in politics. Yeah.
2003 onward, he gave them basically everything he knew. He also betrayed his own spies, sending them into Russia only to reveal them. This went on until 1909, when the British ambassador
like Tom,
in
he's
Russia
a North Korean
warned
spy.
Austria
You know what,
that
you're
there
right.
was a
You're
spy
right.
inside its staff. The Austrian ambassador passed on the warning, but the report went straight to the head of counterintelligence, who was, funnily enough, Redl himself. He managed to turn the blame back onto the ambassador, humiliating him and keeping his own secret safe. In 1913, Redl's replacement, Maximilian Rong, introduced stricter checks on suspicious mail. This uncovered a package full of money meant for a Russian spy, and when investigators followed the trail, it led them directly to Redl.
Damn, bro, if only he grew up in this time, he could have had, like, crypto deposited. He would have never got caught. But now, back then, they had to mail him a bunch of cash.
Confessed and was given a revolver with which he killed himself.
Yo! No, bro. Yo, they did not play with that shit. Back then, they were just... Bro. They probably do that now still, though, in certain countries. I don't know if they do that in the U.S. because they have to, like, give due process and stuff. I'm just imagining they're like, oh, you're a spy? Kill yourself right now. Here's the gun. Crazy.
At that point, the Austro-Hungarian military had an important choice to make. Redl had already given away all their most important secrets, but admitting this would mean accepting that their war plans were useless and that Russia already knew everything. Instead, they chose to cover it up. They told the public and even their own...
I don't blame them, bro. What? If a spy mission happened, like let's say I'm president here and the spy mission happened, yeah, people are not knowing. I'm not letting them know that we got tricked.
Soldiers that Redl had not revealed anything important. When World War I started a year later, Austria went into battle with war plans that the enemy already had. Their armies suffered heavy defeats against both Serbia and Russia in the first years of the war. This means that the decision to hide Redl's treason instead of confronting it may have cost up to 1 million lives.
Okay, I didn't know all that. Oh my god! Yeah, GG's.
The Dreyfus Affair. The Dreyfus Affair was one of the most famous political scandals in French history, and it divided the country for more than 10 years. It began in 1894, when Captain Alfred Dreyfus, a Jewish artillery officer from Alsace, was accused of giving military secrets to Germany. The main evidence was a handwritten note called the Bordereau, found at the German embassy in Paris. Handwriting experts claimed it matched Dreyfus's writing, but their analysis was flawed, and other evidence was weak or even made up.
I'm surprised they had handwriting analysis people back then.
Still, Dreyfus was convicted of treason. He was stripped of his rank in a humiliating public ceremony and sent to life imprisonment on Devil's Island in French Guiana, where he spent 5 years in brutal isolation. Then, in 1896, Lieutenant Colonel Georges Picard, the new head of counter-espionage, discovered that the real traitor was another officer, Ferdinand Walsin Esterhazy. Esterhazy's handwriting clearly matched the Bordereau. However, instead of clearing Dreyfus, army leaders covered it up. Esterhazy was put on trial but quickly acquitted, while Picard was punished for speaking out. Public opinion exploded in 18...
Bro, I would have been so fucking pissed. Why? Maybe they just don't want to cause commotion or anything. They didn't want to look weak. A lot of times with countries, they don't like revealing shit, like especially some dumb shit that happens early on, or a mistake, because it just makes them look weak in the moment, and people are like, oh yeah, you can't be trusted. And it's with every country, by the way. Every country does that. Like, they will reveal some shit. Like, a lot of people think, like, all right, this was clearly wrong or whatever. And they'll apologize, like, 40 years later. You know what I think is so funny, bro? Japan, after all of their war crimes and everything, still does not want to fucking apologize. That's the like, everybody's universally like, all right, bro. Imperial Japan was one of the most fucking... That's, like, one of the most cruel militaries to ever exist. Just slaughtering a bunch of innocent people all around the world, all around Asian shit. And nowadays, there's like, you ask them, like, all right, so do you at least apologize for, like, what happened? And it's like, But we got maid cafes! And One Piece! Come on, guys! Like, that's actually so crazy, man. Someone took back the apology after it was made. Yo, like, that's actually so ridiculous, bro.
1998, when the writer Emile Zola published his famous open letter, J'accuse, on the front page of L'Aurore. In it, he accused the army and the government of framing Dreyfus and covering up the truth. Zola was convicted of libel and fled into exile, but his article gave strength to the Dreyfusards, who demanded justice. Meanwhile, anti-Dreyfusards, often nationalists and anti-Semitic groups, insisted Dreyfus was guilty. France became divided, and riots broke out. In 1899, Dreyfus was brought back from Devil's Island for a retrial, but the military court once again found him guilty, this time with extenuating circumstances, and sentenced him to 10 more years. The injustice was so clear that he was soon pardoned by the president. It took until 1906 for the French Supreme Court to clear him completely, cancel his convictions, and reinstate him in the army. Dreyfus later served with honor in World War I, rising to the rank of lieutenant colonel. Teapot Dome Scandal. The Teapot Dome Scandal was one of the most famous cases of political corruption in U.S. history. It happened during the presidency of Warren G. Harding and involved his...
Yo, some president's so old, I don't even know who the fuck that is. Okay, I've heard of the name, just like through history. Yo, some shit just be so fucking on. I'm like, bro, who is this? This is not the presidents I really know.
Secretary of the Interior, Albert B. Fall. In 1921, control of several naval oil reserves was moved from the Navy to the Interior Department. Then, coincidentally, Fall secretly leased these reserves to private oil companies on suspiciously really good terms, without any open bidding. If you couldn't guess by now, Fall accepted large personal payments in return. The leases themselves were legal, but for example, one of the buyers gave Fall a $100,000 interest-free loan. His sudden wealth raised suspicions, especially because he was once deeply in debt, while now he was paying off loans, fixing up his ranch, and living much more comfortably.
Bro, you know back then, nobody knew about this. Who was gonna reveal it, huh? They didn't even have TV networks back then to like expose the news or break the news. It was just by word by mouth, maybe. Maybe at the end. They probably silenced your ass if they heard you talking about it. This is the Standard Oil monopoly shit. I didn't know America was moving like scandalous with oil back then too. Like this corruptly. They was already tapped in with a president like this already. God damn.
Scandal began to surface after a small oil operator in Wyoming complained to his senator about the secret deal. This led Congress to investigate in 1922, but for 2 years the investigation struggled as evidence disappeared and Fall tried to hide his tracks. Eventually, though, they uncovered proof of the $100,000 payment, which blew the case open.
Damn.
The Supreme Court later ruled that the oil leases had been corruptly obtained and canceled them, returning the reserves to the Navy. In 1929, Fall was convicted of taking bribes, becoming the first U.S. cabinet member ever sent to prison. President Harding died in 1920.
Yo, has there been any cabinet members in recent times sent to prison? That don't even be happening, bro, for real. Yo, low-key, bro, we gotta, like, start... I feel like a good thing to do right after a new president comes in, you gotta investigate all the old cabinet. See if they did any like, fucked up shit. And if they did... You gotta like, but it has to be like an independent organization. It can't be like the president's organization. Like, you just gotta analyze every single cabinet person. Be like, all right, did you do something corrupt? Did you take any money? And if they didn't, just move on.
23, before the full scandal became public, but his reputation was permanently damaged. All of this led to huge changes. It strengthened Congress's power to force testimony, gave lawmakers access to tax records, and created stricter rules for campaign financing, ExxonMobil, and climate change. From the 1970s onward, Exxon and later ExxonMobil heavily studied climate change, and in 1977, the company's scientists warned that burning oil, gas, and coal was likely causing global warming. Then, by the early 1980s, Exxon's own report said climate change could be catastrophic and possibly permanent if fossil fuel use was not reduced, but nevertheless, the company changed how it spoke in public. It began to say that climate science was uncertain, and it gave money to groups and campaigns that spread doubt. From 1998 to 2004, it spent at least $16 million on organizations
It's actually not a lot.
That denied or questioned global warming. And for decades, it also paid for weekly...
Damn, bro. I know people back then was fucking pissed, bro. When they were talking about, like, back in the 80s. Bro, Y'all don't know about, like, y'all don't think pumping all this oil and shit in the air and everything is gonna, like, fuck up the world? And they're like, nah. Where are you getting your news from? What? That's crazy. Have you seen the TV? They don't say anything about that. Let me go ahead and pour 5,000 gallons into my Ford F-150 that's 10,000 pounds. Or just some shit. They're like, nah, you're tripping. What?
Ads in U.S. newspapers that claimed the science was unsettled. The Union of Concerned Scientists intervened, saying that Exxon's actions were similar to how the tobacco industry once denied the danger.
What is this happening with now? So we had tobacco back then, we had climate change. What's something where people are like, yo, this is probably happening. But like, I don't know. Bro. There's not much I can really think about. Yeah, fuck it.
Of smoking. Exxon became one of the strongest opponents of rules to cut emissions, also helping block U.S. approval of the Kyoto Protocol, an international climate treaty. Finally, from the mid-2000s, ExxonMobil started to change its public message, saying that it would stop funding some denial groups. And in 2006, it admitted that burning fossil fuels contributes to climate change. Lastly,
wow, only like 40 years later. Nice fucking job.
In 2015, it said it supported a carbon tax. If you liked this video...
Yo! So after they made all their fucking money, for like 40 or 50 years, they're like, alright guys, we'll pay some money. We'll pay some money to the government. 2015, bro, it's GG's, bro. Nigga, it's GG's. Oh my god, man. Yo, good video. Anyways, yeah, if you're watching on the 2, make sure to join the Discord and watch this.